this? That is loud! Yeah, fast! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the impromptu Irate Gamer stream, in which we clown on the Irate Gamer, a man who hasn't been relevant in 27 years. How's it going, everybody? Got some Sonic 2 tunes going here. It's going to be a bit of a party, bit of a jam. I was about to do an Alien stream because, for those of you who didn't see the new video that I did, there is a new video up. It's about my 1 year of experience on YouTube, I guess. It's sort of like a ramble rant kind of thing, and it talks about how 1 year ago today I posted the Ashtar space cult video, and I kind of kickstarted the whole like channel in a way. And I was planning on doing an accompanying Alien stream, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's time for Irate Gamer. Why? I don't know, because Irate Gamer. Because why not? We've actually got a couple of topics we're thinking about today. There's some discussion that we might talk about. What is his name? Mr. Anime? The dude who, like, murdered his whole family or whatever? And used to be a YouTuber. So, I mean, we might talk about him. That could get pretty dark. I think there's also Game Dude. He's a bit of a fucking clown. Yeah, we could talk about him, but the main juicy, tender shack meat of this stream is going to be our discussion of the Irate Gamer. So what is up, Irate Gamers? Let me take a look at the chat. Mr. Anime, that is crazy. Yeah. Oh, and I guess I should say, we are still going to do the Alien stream. In fact, I might even stream later tonight and do the Aliens later. That's a perfect time. That is a perfect stream for, like, a nighttime stream. You know, it's aliens up in the starry sky. I might do a double stream today. This could be a day of triple content. It got to feed that content, you know? You got to do it somehow. But yes, we will be doing the Alien stream, don't worry. And speaking of which, I should highlight Taylor Busby with $5. Claw, when can I come on to spew my anti-government propaganda? Also, Alien stream soon, please. And then another $2. Also, I have an alien story to share for the A stream. And I think that he said that he saw a UFO once. So, I mean, I am actually down for the alien stuff. Like, I joke. I made jokes about the Ashtar thing, obviously, and, you know, some other alien cults and shit like that in the past. But I am actually pretty down for that. Like, I believe a lot of that shit. I mean, not like that there's aliens on Earth now or whatever, but I do believe that I do believe that there's obviously something else out there in the universe, at the very least. And maybe some of them passed by us. I mean, we've been putting out some pretty fucking big asshole energy over the past, like, 150 years or so. So it's understandable that we might have been causing, like, a ruckus and some aliens just decided to, like, dip and swerve in and chuck us out. You know, just make sure that we're cool, you know? And then they found out we weren't cool, obviously, because we are, basically almost in World War III. But you know what? That'll be fine, because right now we've got Irate Gamer, and he'll take away all of our woes and our fears. Let's see here. 420 from Robert Williams. New to your channel, and I love it. Keep it up, dog. Thank you very much, sir. And smoke them if you got them, and it's legal in your state or county. And if you're an adult, stay in school, kids. In fact, leave the stream, kids. This is gonna be some shit. But thank you. And $5 from Ryan Founds. Triple content day. Woo! Perfect, since I'm sick and bored. Well, hello, sick and bored. I'm miserable and depressed. How are you doing? Yeah, possible triple I don't know if I'm gonna feel like streaming later. In fact, I might have plans later. In fact, I'm thinking of cooking curry later. So I might be all booked up, but possible stream later. At the very least, stream tomorrow. Yeah, let's take a look at the chat here once again. Oh, perfect. So the King in Yellow with 25 run says, sorry, late to the party and a bit drunk. Who the F is this irate gamer? Backstory, please. Oh. Sneeze fetish content, baby. I did it. I have achieved my true dream. All right. I am now a sneeze fetish icon on the YouTube website. youtube.co.cock. So, who the fuck is the irate gamer? Well, to put that a little bit into context, I'm assuming probably most of you guys know who AVGN is, Angry Video Game Nerd. He's a pretty well-known character on the internet. Obviously, if you've watched any of my Nostalgia Critic clowning, any of the new boot clowning that I did on Nostalgia Critic, Nostalgia Critic was basically like the first ripoff of AVGN. If you're not that familiar, maybe you've never watched any of their shit. AVGN is like an angry reviewer who talks shit about stuff and calls it a bucket load of balls. This game sucks, monkey fuck, that kind of thing. And it was pretty fun back in the day. So there were a lot of people because it really was like, I sort of talk about this actually in the new video where it's like, this really was like a whole brand new genre of content that just never existed before. And people understandably tried to rip that off. So like, you just had so much like weird shit, you know, that would happen because of AVGN, because he happened to have this idea that worked out really well. And then later you had the Plinkett reviews and so on. Of course, you have the Nostalgia Critic and all that he's done for film and criticism. But yeah, you know, it's amazing actually if you think about it that like 15 years ago or whatever, we just did not have stuff like this. We didn't have YouTube reviewers. We didn't have people shrieking into a camera and being assholes. Let's get some more Sonic music. It's good. Yes, give us this one. We're all out of order now, but it's fine. Yeah, it's a dance party, baby. But yeah, so Irate Gamer was one of those AVGN ripoffs. And he was particularly noteworthy for being kind of not funny at all. Really bad, actually. To put it in context, some of the early AVGN stuff, which was praised back in the day, certainly held above the Irate Gamer standard, at the very least, was... it kind of comes off a little cringy now. I still like the AVGN. I still watch some of his old stuff from time to time. And I do watch his new stuff on occasion. Some of it's not as good as it used to be, but some of it's pretty good, you know? But anyways, yeah, back in the day, some of that stuff came off as a little... that stuff back then was fine, but now it comes off as a little bit cringy, you know? Irate Gamer was cringy then. I want you to understand this. Irate Gamer was epic cringe in 2008 when this shit started. The only AVGN episodes I can't watch are the first two. I regularly rewatch Yeah, AVGN's great. I actually like some of his like rental reviews stuff, some of the other shit on Cinemassacre too. Because I've been watching those guys for like 10 years at this point. It is very nostalgic for me in a way, and it's like, yeah, you know, it's cool to see the other stuff that they do. I guess that's kind of what it is with Nostalgia Critic fans to an extent. But like, I don't know, Nostalgia Critic's content isn't good. I don't know, but you know. Yes, so Irate Gamer was a notable ripoff of the AVGN, who even in the time when stuff that we thought was great then that we now think is cringy, even at the time of like RAR XD memes and shit like that of 2008, people thought Irate Gamer was not the best. Not the fucking best. So this is gonna be an exciting dive into some garbage. I'm ready to do this dumpster dive with you, folks. Okay, I need some more music here because I'm still looking at the chat. Hang on, let's do Diamond Dust Zone. This one's good. There you go. Todd in the Shadows. Yeah, we have a whole lot of ancient internet reviewers to look at some point. I remember watching Todd in the Shadows. He wasn't so bad when I watched him, but I mean, I was also a dumb, stupid dumbhead who watched like a Nostalgia Critic and just thought it was fine. I will say that Spoonie used to be good. If I went and rewatched it, I kind of can't now because Spoonie's such a fucking meme at this point. He's such a lolcow. But like, if I went back and I rewatched like the Final Fantasy VIII review or whatever, Spoonie's got some good fucking jokes. I remember the part about the longest, most succulent blowjob or whatever. It had me in stitches. Spoonie actually had good content back in the day. I will go that far. I'll say that much. But when the fuck is the movie, Spoonie? When is the movie, Noah? Todd is kind of cringe. Todd in the Shadows once stated on Twitter that being angry online about Gamergate was the most important thing that he had ever done. So how do you feel about that one? I don't know. That's interesting. Bayou Billy was a great one too. Yeah, he had a lot of great videos. It's really a shame what happened to him. Quite the you know, quite the what not to do story. Gotta keep the Sonic music going. Hang on. I can't watch Spoonie anymore because of what Lord Cat revealed about him, about how he's not playing a character in his videos. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, to be fair, I'm not playing a character here, so if I'm acting crazy and fucked up, then that probably says something about me. But, you know what? I at least have good intentions, and from what Spoonie's said about some people, I don't know, some of the things that he said to... What was that lady's name? He wanted to chain her up or something. It was obviously a joke, but it was something you just, like, don't say. Especially not publicly. I liked Angry Joe back before he became political. Yeah, Angry Joe I never really got into too much, but, you know, we're talking about other reviewers here. We kind of want to get into the real, once again, the juicy shack meat of the Irate Gamer. This is going to be a very exciting time for us all. This is an exciting time to be alive. We could all be vaporized by bombs instantly. Irate Gamer videos are still available on YouTube. Everything is coming up roses. It's great. So, Jezu Otaku was great. I didn't really watch her. Who was my favorite? I guess I liked. I did watch a lot of that guy with the glasses. You want to know one? Oh, this would be great for a stream. The Nostalgia Chick. Does anybody remember Nostalgia Chick? I keep seeing Lindsay Ellis show up on my YouTube, and I'm like, I remember when you were kind of a meme back in the day. I don't think I can watch your videos. People keep holding her up as like some great YouTuber. I don't know. Never really watched any of her shit outside of Nostalgia Chick. But I have heard her talk on Twitter, and oh boy. I don't know about that, but yeah, even back in the day, we thought Nostalgia Chick was pretty fucking bad. There was like comment wars on that guy with the glasses about like, yeah, can we not do this with her anymore? She's kind of cringy. She lose subscriber. Lindsay is awesome. I mean, okay, maybe I'll watch one of her videos some. She veers a little into the bread tube category, and I only go bread tube for Daddy Big Joel. That's the only. But she veers a little too much into that. She said some questionable things on Twitter, but I guess that's true of anybody. Let's see here. What do we got here? We're doing some. I'm not done with the music. We've done entirely Sonic music, but fuck it. Castlevania music. Let's catch up on some super chats. Actually, what do we got here? Longtime viewer, but first stream says I'm Owav with $2. Love you, man. Oh, thank you, sir. Love you too, sir or ma'am. Let's see, $2 from Raymond Kidney. If there's time, check out Dan Silly or Killy. I'm not sure. He's great. I've never heard of that before. I'll have to look into that. $5 from Vaisravana. Found you from your collab with Frederick Knudsen and have been binge watching since. Hyped to finally walk through internet hell in real time with you. We're brothers in arms, everybody. We're going through the fire and flames. We carry on. Okay, so, thank you. $2 from Abby Willer. Notice me, Clawfather. I love your streams. Thank you. I appreciate that. This one's going to be a pretty good one, I think. When we finally get it off the ground. I know some people get a little annoyed because I have these long intros. I guess maybe I could... I don't know. Would people prefer if I cut out the intro stuff on YouTube? I guess I could do that. It's not the most work in the world. If I want to put a stream up, I can do that. But I don't know. I kind of like the intro chill thing. Maybe that's just me. It's kind of like how everybody yells at Kit Boga to keep his fucking intros under, like... I shouldn't swear when I'm talking about Kit Boga. That's a big colon D. I shouldn't say that. Or D colon, rather. Colon D is the good one. But yeah, I shouldn't swear talking about our scammer, anti-scammer Jesus. Scam baiter Jesus. He's never sworn once. He's a very clean dude. Apparently a lot of grandmas watch him, and yet he's also really funny. So, I don't know. Go figure. But yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about, but you know what? That's fine. Oh yeah, the intro thing. Yeah, everybody always yells at him for his intros being like 40 minutes or longer, and I try to keep it under that long. But I think we're gonna get into it just about now here. I'm really itching to watch some Irate Gamer, as anybody would be. I mean, it's the Irate Gamer. He just oods. He just oods. I don't know what that word means. Isn't that an alien from Doctor Who? He just oozes. Charisma and charm, as you will soon see. Let's see here. 666 from Batman Anderson. Disfargeg. I don't know what I don't know what that is, but thank you. Hell Satan fucker, yeah. $5 from Peppermint Cactus. So excited to finally catch you live. I'll be listening while I work on some art. Well, I hope that it inspires some great pieces. I hope that the Irate Gamer really brings out those creative juices. $2 from Mosey Burns. Love ya, my feller. Oh, hard R feller on this one. Here's a toonie. Ooh woo for me. I mean, sorry, that's not my kink, but thank you. $2 from Mysterious Senor Hilter. Lindsay aborted Noah's child. It was his downfall. Aw. Yeah, there was some weird drama going on in that whole thing. There was some weird shit. $2 from Curry Boy. Watching him while animating him. Life is good. 5. Oh, damn. Wait, are you animating me or are you animating? Hang on. Are we doing an Irate Gamer animation? Because if you're animating me, that would be kind of cool. But thank you. $5 from. If you're animating Irate Gamer, though, that's the better idea. Honestly, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's more relevant. $5 from Raven Hollow. Always a joy to catch your streams. Claw Papa. Oh, that's a new one. Somehow I've missed this. Angry Game Man in the Klinge world. Love you and your stuff, dude. Yeah, this is kind of an old relic. Thank you. And this is kind of a relic of the well, not the old internet, but the slightly older internet, the not too distant past of the internet. I guess so is AVGN in some ways, but his content is still, it holds up a lot better than what we were about to see. So let's just jump right into it after like 48 minutes or whatever this has been. Irate Gamer episodes. We've got a whole playlist here. He also apparently still has a channel where he like posts things currently. So that's pretty fucking weird. I guess he's still on YouTube. Please don't copyright claim me, Irate Gamer. This is a fair use review stream and definitely not a bully stream. But yeah, he's got a whole playlist here. Well, I don't think it's his playlist. Do you not have a life? Do you want to watch Irate Gamer 24/7? Then watch this play. Well, you know, that describes me to a T. I'd say that's pretty much perfectly. That's on point for my life. Let's see. I don't know. Does anybody have a suggestion for which one to watch first? Do the Back to the Future one. I rate his videos 2 out of 10. AVGN is still relevant even. Yeah, he still gets a lot of views on his new videos. A lot of it is people like me who've been watching for a while, but I'm sure he still attracts, you know, a similar demographic that he did before. So, you know, he still produces outside of that one with Gilbert Gottfried, which you'd think would be good. It wasn't really very good, but outside of that one, most of his stuff in the past year has been great. I haven't had too many complaints. It's been certainly improved over his older, you know, material. It's been improved in a way that I don't think Nostalgia Critic ever did. I kind of wish Irate Gamer was still going, just so we could... I mean, I guess he still has a channel. He does something. We'll be looking at whatever his new channel is. Chris Neo here, but he does something. But I kind of wish the actual Irate Gamer was still going, just so we could, like, compare. Watch the Muscle review. Mega Man. Ghosts and Goblins. Gotta start with number 1. I mean, yeah, we probably should start with number 1. It is the first. I think somebody said to watch this one too. So, and also, it's fun to look at the ones that AVGN also reviewed, because it gives you some idea. I don't know if anybody here has actually watched AVGN videos before. Maybe you remember when he talked about Back to the Future NES game. He did. I think he did 2 videos about it actually. And I think it's made by Laughing Joking Numbnuts, LJN. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. I haven't seen that video in a while, but I do remember some of it. It'd be interesting to compare how like this is. Buckle your fucking seatbelts, everybody. This is a video. This is a ripoff of AVGN from early 2007. This is such a relic of the internet. I'm surprised that there is bandwidth dedicated to this still. I feel offended that I am able to watch this right now. I'm not going to lie with you.
Sweet!
No idea.
Oh, this really rocks! Uh-oh.
It is time.
Sweet! This is cool! I just got done watching Back to the Future, and it is
Wacky
the coolest movie ever.
effects.
I cannot wait to go home and play the game. Now it's time to
AVGN is
plug the video game in and
pre-YouTube.
play the game. Now the first thing you're going to see is the Back to the Future logo. This is the last thing that's pretty much cool in this game. You
This
first
is
start
so
off
very
with the
similar
building, and your
to
objective
AVGN
level
right out
is
the
going
gate,
around trying to
obviously.
collect clocks, which has nothing
Very
to do
similar,
with the
like,
basic plot of
cadence.
Back to the Future. But along the way, you're going to have all kinds of things to avoid. Way too many. There are things like trash cans,
Is there a new AVGN
girls,
today?
park
Oh,
benches,
interesting.
potholes, big bullies, things that look like
It
coffee
looks like a
cups,
gamer from
the
Mars,
fuck?
kind of.
And these 2 guys that walk back and forth carrying a plate of glass, which seems to be invisible to the naked eye until you crash into it.
So very obvious, like,
By the way,
observations,
what the hell are 2
obviously.
delivery men doing out in the middle of the street with an expensive piece of glass anyway?
Yeah,
we
that's
say
just so
lawsuit?
unrealistic. NES games are always realistic.
Now,
This is
if
illegal.
that still wasn't enough, there are these little annoying bees that follow you everywhere. And at certain points of the game, swarms of them come out and attack you at one time. Now, I wouldn't mind this so much, but these things were not even in the fucking movie. But there are so many bees in this game. You think Marty stumbled across a bee's nest or something? I mean, where did all these bees come from? Back to the Future Part 0? Marty versus the bees? I don't think so.
Hey, isn't this funny?
Now, when you're playing this game, you're going to
Is
see
it
all
funny to
kinds of
anybody?
crazy shit.
You guys laughing
Like, what
about
game
the
designer
bees?
thought it'd be a good idea to place a clock over here?
What were they
You really expect me to
thinking?
have some sort of disturbing death wish? Fuck! And I bet the idiot who designed this game has some sick perverted pleasure in knowing that people are playing his game.
He
getting
really
pissed
just
off,
feels
and he-
so much like a bootleg AVGN, though. It's alarming how much he feels. It's like the bootlegness of it, I mean, is alarming. It's like if he'd put some of his own like personality into it, then maybe, you know, it wouldn't be this way. But it just feels like somebody doing their best impression, and it's not a very good impression.
Sits back and laughs his ass off. Now the gameplay gets old very quick, and you have level after.
One of the things that can be said about AVGN is that James Rolfe seems like a really nice guy, who, you know, is like, you know, in the other videos where he's not AVGN, he seems like a perfectly nice dude, and then he plays the angry video game nerd, and he really becomes the character in a lot of ways. I don't know, he's not like the greatest actor in the world, obviously, but he fits the role that he's built for himself, you know, and it works for him. But with this guy, right out the gate, it's like it doesn't. It just feels like this is him just doing like charades, basically. It's kind of sad.
Level of the exact same thing. Swerve around this, dodge that. In fact, there are very few useful items to use in this game. One of them is your skateboard. And when it does appear, it looks more like something that would kill you rather than help you. Now, even if you do happen to pick the skateboard up, it's not going to help you out all that much. All it does is make you go faster, and that becomes a big problem, because there are so many things on the screen at one time.
Chase that mouse cursor. You can do it, Marty.
Burn into something.
Chase it.
Now, while we're at it, why is Marty wearing a
Bored
black
James?
sleeveless
I remember
shirt?
that shit.
Shouldn't this be red? It's red in all the movie posters, and it's red in
Just
most
plain
of the
old
movie.
boring. I agree.
Yeah, Pepsi free.
Gotta love that crisp 2007
Sorry to be
definition,
such a
by the
stickler
way.
for detail, but if we're going to slap the fucking Back to the Future logo on this game, shouldn't it follow as close to the movie as possible?
It's gotta be a dream.
Why?
I mean, geez, since we're throwing everything that's accurate in this movie out the window, why not give Marty a gun? It would make more sense for him to have a gun. At least give Marty a sporting chance to at least get through this level.
No, we got
Hell
those
yeah.
effects. I
Time
see
to get
that
revenge on this hula hoop, bitch.
I see that the fucking effects team for the Avengers they were busy this year. Probably because the
That's what I'm
Iron
talking
Man
about.
movie came out, but also this.
Now, if you aren't hard of hearing, the background music of this game should be driving you to the point of insanity. Now, it's not that bad, but for starters,
Almost as insane as
music
your
was
voice
not
is
even in the
driving me.
movie. And because it's looped over and over and
Not
over
a bully
again,
stream.
it's gonna drive you absolutely insane. Now, providing that you survive the streets of Hill Valley, you end up in Lou's Cafe. It's nice and refreshing to see a change of scenery after 4 levels of the exact same stuff. Now, this stage may look simple, but it's gonna drive you fucking crazy. Now, the objective of this level is to try to hit the guys running towards the counter before they reach you. Now, it starts off nice and slow, and with the board set up the way it is, you have to first line up your shots.
Oh my god, this is just dull. Jesus Christ, he just drones on and on. It's like the AVGN. It's a very. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe we should watch some old AVGN too. What do you think, chat? It's a weird thing where it's like, it's a very similar format, but at the same time, the AVGN is just infinitely more interesting to listen to. He does things with his like delivery, I guess, where there's wordplay, and he certainly does the swearing stuff, and that's often like that's often it makes me laugh in like a childish way, but you know, it's his thing. And then this is just, he's just going on and on. It's so fucking like, Jesus Christ. But that's his first video, okay? Like, to this dude, I know he still has this channel. He still uploads, apparently. Maybe he doesn't anymore, but he's rebranded at some point from Irate Gamer to Chris Neo. So we're gonna look at some of his newer stuff in a bit. But you know, if he happens to stumble upon this stream, you know, we're making some jokes. We're not trying to bully or hurt anybody, but hurt anybody's feelings, fifis. We're not about that, but you know, we're not about judging someone's entire thing based on their very first like video. So to be, I mean, even to be fair, the Ashtar video still fucking holds up. That's not even my first video. The fucking, what was the first edited one that I did? It was about the Steam moderation thing that happened where they yeeted all the anime off of the site, and I was like making fun of weirdos on Twitter. It was the dawn of a new thing. But But yeah, that video holds up a little better, I would say, than the Back to the Future review did. So let's find one from a little bit later, something interesting. Did he do any Super Smash Brothers Brawl? What? Okay. Maybe Chris Neo is no longer his. Maybe. Okay, so some of this stuff is like. Some of this stuff is branded with Neo, but it's also from like 24 years ago or whatever. So, maybe he's not quite as active now as I thought. I have to check this out now. Hang on, Chris Neo. What's going on here? Yeah, 1 month ago.
Hey, game.
He's got shit from a month ago. Did he just use the trigger word?
Hey, gamers.
Oh my God! Hello, gamers. That's cool. So yeah, we might look at some of his new videos at some point in a little bit, but first let's continue with some of the old stuff. The Irate Gamers, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That rhymes. It's pretty good. Kool-Aid Man, Sonic Unleashed. Let's do some of the Silver Surfer. This is a classic AVGN video. If you haven't seen it, there is a classic video from AVGN where he reviews the terrible NES Silver Surfer game, and it's pretty memorable, at least to me, and probably a lot of other people that have seen it. So let's watch this one. I'm excited to compare and contrast.
Welcome to the evening news. I'm Johnny.
Once again, we've got the
City
effects.
is still reeling from the events of the robot invasion, and the one who orchestrated the entire event is here with us today, and he's the one, the only, Evil Gamer. Ah, thank you, Johnny. Evil, tell us, why destroy our beautiful city?
Team boys.
Well, simply put, we're trying to take over the world.
Is this from 2012?
Is at an end? Then you're sailing.
Oh yeah, it is. Jesus.
Excellent. Well, also joining.
That was like after AVGN stopped doing his thing. He fucking ripped the Silver Surfer video off in 2012. That has to have been like 5 years since. Well, that was a pretty. I think that was a pretty early video, wasn't it, for AVGN? Wow, dude. You couldn't have found a different bad game on the NES. There's a lot of them.
This is the jack of all
Fucking
trades.
talk about Circus Caper, goddammit.
What are your thoughts on all this, Tony?
Ah, thank you, Johnny. Let me just say that, Evil Gamer, you cause any more problems for us again.
Is this a fucking Nutshat character? Or maybe this is like a Go Animate character? Maybe I think he's about to get grounded.
We're coming after you. Bang-a-lang.
Ha! Empty threats.
Bang a gong, get it on.
All right, now joining us is the Prince of Darkness himself,
Maybe the world
Satan.
really did end
Satan,
in
what do you have
2012.
to say
Probably
about
should
all
have.
this?
Destroying the city with robots. It's a shame I didn't think of it
God,
first.
this is
Why,
so
in all my
fucking-
years of toiling away at masterminding, ooh, my souffle is done.
It's the
All right,
redacted.
well, also joining us on the panel is Irate Gamer.
What?
Oh
Irate,
God,
what do you
this
have
is
to say
just so fucking like. Get to the point,
about
dude.
this?
What is the? Oh, of course the likes and dislikes are turned off. What an ever loving shock.
Actually, nothing. I'm about to review another game here. Oh, well, that's unfortunate since I have 25 more minutes to fill in this program.
Even that guy with the glasses
Well,
isn't this bad. Yeah, we actually, first of all, hi Bane, and we actually did watch some early, that guy with the glasses, we watched some early Nostalgia Critic. I think we watched a little bit of his Flubber video that he did, like 2010 or whatever. That wasn't like early, but it was like back in the day. I think he started in like 2008, so it was pretty early. But yeah, we watched some of that in like the first stream that I did about Nostalgia Critic, and it wasn't that funny, but it wasn't as cringy. It wasn't very funny, and I think it was trying to be, but it wasn't as cringy as he is now, and it certainly wasn't as cringy as this. You're right. Nostalgia Critic does in fact hold up better. The funny thing with Nostalgia Critic is he holds up better, and he's still making content. Like, his old stuff holds up better than his current stuff, and it's weird. I don't know, but we'll find out if this new generation of Chris Bora's Irate Gamer content is going to be exciting and wet our whistles. Hey, gamers! But, yeah, as for this currently, no, not so much. Not enjoying it.
All right, gamers, today we're going to be checking
Hello,
out
gamers!
Silver Surfer for the NES. Now, I know this game has been reviewed
Attention, all Silver Surfer gamers!
before, but my intent is to make it all the way to the end. Now, if anybody out there has a problem with that, then I suggest you just click over to another channel. Hey, what the hell you think you're doing? Turn that back!
Oh, God.
Whew.
funny
Alright,
joke.
that's better.
It's such a funny joke. I'm surprised
Alright,
he
well,
didn't
the
put
game
in some
starts off
Conway
like
Twitty.
Blackness, telling Silver Surfer that he
What'd
needs
you
to
say about
defend the
Blackness?
universe from a huge threat. And once arriving at the startup screen, we get to choose from 5 different areas. You know, this stage selection screen kind of reminds me of Mega Man. You've got your Water World, Space World, and Ghost World.
It's worth noting.
Minute? This is exactly like Mega Man.
It's worth noting that this is a very obvious. If you're not familiar with AVGN, this is a very similar setup to what he has. And if you are familiar with AVGN, doesn't he even have the same Super Metroid poster? Like, this is a very similar. Obviously, you got the game shelf, and I guess that's just what you need to have to be like a true and honest gaming YouTuber. But yeah, I mean, this is. It's amazing how he didn't even try at all to distinguish himself from, like, this was 2012. This was after a point. This was after like 100 episodes, I think. When was the 100th AVGN episode? It was probably in like 2010 or something, right? This was after like 100 episodes. This was after the fucking movie came out, where James Rolfe was just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to keep doing it like now and then, but it's going on the back burner, you know, because he had run out of ideas for in large part. He didn't want to just like do it like fucking Doug Walker does now, where he just ran his fucking entire thing into the ground. But he didn't want to just do it for money. He wanted to just do it because, well, I mean, money was a part of it, obviously, but he wanted to do it for, you know, the right reasons. When he had an idea for a video, he'd put one out. And you know, this is just he's just so. This is 2012. This is after he stopped, like, he slowed the pace. AVGN slowed the pace of his content. Realized that he kind of that there's only so many ways you can say, wow, this game is bullshit. And meanwhile, here's this, and it's just such vanilla AVGN. It's really painful.
You Mega Man ripoff?
Oh my god, the acting. Oh, fuck. Oh, that is hurt.
Well,
that really is
one.
painful.
Let's just go ahead
Jesus
and pick this
Christ.
Bret Hart stage.
Jesus fucking
So in this
Christ.
side-scrolling adventure, you're
Rob video was 2011, yeah.
Lidl
AVGN.
So in this side-scrolling adventure, your mission is to reach the end and... Gosh damn it. Now in this side-scrolling adventure...
We have AVGN at home.
The game is over. No save feature. One hit and you're dead.
Wow, he's so irate, guys. It's funny because he's so mad. Now, you know, with AVGN, the joke was also it's funny because he's mad. It's literally in his title, but he just wasn't as he wasn't as I don't know. He was just more. He was able to make it more like appealing in some way. I don't know. Maybe we should watch the Silver Surfer video after this, just to immediately compare and contrast. And also keep in mind, the Silver Surfer video that AVGN did 4 years before this was done in 2008, and it somehow holds up better than this video from 2012. Keep that fucking shit in mind. 2012 is a point when we were supposed to be beyond a lot of the cringy, like, late 2000s RAR XD MySpace shit. It was like when we were past a lot of that era of the internet, and yet he still this guy just comes along and says he's into Irate Gamer like everything's fine. Anyways,
From the very first second, these stages will be out to kill your ass in every way possible. Now some games require a bit
and again, if you're not familiar with the Irate Gamer if you're not familiar with the AVGN review, that, like, the original version of this, basically, these are very obvious and similar, you know, critiques. I think somebody in the chat mentioned before that there's like a compilation of him, just completely straight up ripping off shit from AVGN. And James Rolfe has been a bro because he hasn't ever really, like, addressed it in, like, a public way. He hasn't been like, yeah, fuck this guy. He's just been kind of like, let him do his thing. He's making an ass of himself.
Just to pass through them. But this game pretty much grabs your spine and pulls it right out your asshole. Now just how the hell am I supposed to get past this? Good God, is there anything harder than this game?
People want to see
Couldn't they
Game
at least
Dude
give us
after
a
this.
health meter, power mushrooms, something, anything. Now, son of a bitch. Now, thankfully,
James
this game
hasn't
has a lot of
addressed it. Well, I
checkpoints
think he
throughout
did
the
it in a way that wasn't
Good
so,
fucking
like,
luck
shitty.
reaching 'em. When trying to deal with shit like this, where the game gives you the space as big as your ass crack to pass through. Ugh. God, this game sucks, it blows, and it's a piece of shit!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, maybe we can just pause the game and chart a path to victory.
Why was he like?
Well,
I don't get the thought process, you know, where it's like that's the THOT process. What did he think people would just not know? Did he think that people? Maybe he thought that he would like overtake AVGN. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he assumed that if he got in, because he did like hit the ground running. You know, his first one that we saw before was in 2007, early 2007, too. So it's like, you know, he was probably trying to overtake the AVGN, but at a certain point, you think he would have just fucking stopped after he like AVGN made a movie and shit, and it's like. Oh geez, this and again, the last one that I would say, arguably the last one that we watched, the Back to the Future one. I was saying I don't want to judge all of his videos based on that first one because that is the first one. But I would say honestly, it was less cringy than this because it didn't try as hard. I mean, it was bad, but it was just him. It was boring more than anything. This is like painful. This is fucking painful. This is when he's amped up the fake AVGN shit to like 12. This is fuck.
Around this bullet,
is some fuck.
Around this, around that, and head this way to free ourselves for the next line of attack. Well, here goes nothing. Ah! Well, time to break out the NES Advantage. This oversized controller thankfully has turbo buttons and a slow button that will help slow things down a bit. Now, this might sound like a good idea on paper.
So the slow button. Guessing somebody pressed the slow button on AVGN, and that's how we wound up with you.
And you probably would get a little bit
Not
further
even a very
than
good
you would
joke,
normally.
but you know.
But good luck from here on out.
Better than yours.
Because the only thing you'll be doing is watching your ass getting kicked in slow motion.
He even like says words the same way. He even says ass. He even does the ass thing. Titties and ass. He even does the same shit. It's like mental. It's just mental. I don't understand how he thought that he could do this and just like completely rip somebody else off and not change any of the content or do anything differently. It just blows my mind, you know? Like, wow. It's just so misguided. Where it's like all he needed to do was change it up a bit, not have the same exact kind of skits, the same line delivery, all this. Ugh, this is just awful. He could have been slightly different, and he would have been like fine.
Better, yes, again.
Because like Spoonie was similar too, but he did it slightly differently. Same with that, not Nostalgia Critic.
Now the A button will fire your standard weapon, but the B button doesn't do diddly fuck. But you know what does fire your power-up weapon? The select button. The select button? For God's sake, you have a perfectly good button right here that does absolutely shit, and you want me to use the select button to fire?
I just don't get what the point of the video is. You know what I mean? It's like what it's saying all of the same shit. I wasn't there a rant about the select button in the AVGN version of this? I'm pretty sure there was, because that's an obvious thing you would talk about, because that's a pretty fucking dumb design flaw. But like, it's just such obvious. There's nothing of value here, you know? It's.
Who the hell designed this shit? Pablo Picasso? Why, yes. Fuck off! You know nothing of my book! Ah, but what the hell does it even matter anyway? Since you probably won't be alive long enough to even use it. Gosh damn it, I want to see the rest of this game. Don't you?
Where did you learn to fly?
Time to break out the game, Genie.
Oh, jeez. He even has the fucking Rob.
Alright, Genie, come out of there! You've released the almighty game, Genie.
You know what else is sad? You know what else is really sad is that he plays every role in this. It's like, at least with AVGN, he had multiple people there to like put on the fucking costumes and shit, and he had like every character was like a different person. He never had, well, except for Mike, but you know that's Mike. But yeah, every character was like different. There was a different different actor, you know, quote unquote. And it lent to some diversity, I guess, on the channel, where it's like it feels like they're actually different characters or whatever. With this, it's just him just doing all these costumes like alone in his sad apartment. It's kind of cringy.
Look a little different from last time. Well, being locked away in that
Where
thing
did
for a while
you
won't
learn
do
to
that to you.
fly?
Plus, if Doctor Who can do it, I can do it too. Alrighty, so how may I serve you? Oh, great. Well, I need infinite lives.
Very well, I think I can do that.
Not me, jackass, the game.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Would you at least say, chat, that his effects are a little better than IVGN? Because I think his effects are slightly better than AVGN. I won't lie. I mean, I guess I don't know. This is 2012. I think AVGN's effects were probably at least on par with this though by 2012. But the effects are like okay-ish for what they are. You know what I mean? Like it's probably the best thing about his videos, I guess, is his editing. I guess is the words of the hour.
Yeah, now we're talking untouchable. Now each level in this game is split up into 3 sections.
It was
2
intentionally
full-size
bad.
levels and a third that contains the stage boss. The bad news here is that it takes a billion shots just to kill him. And the good news? Well, there's no good news. This is a Silver Surfer game, jackass. This is a game where you can still lose even after beating the stage boss.
You know what?
Oh, you flip.
You know what Irate Gamer reminds me of? It's like a kid who doesn't want to be like that vulgar, but he wants to be like vulgar around his parents or whatever. He's like, who messaged me? Fuck off. He's like, who else, Matt? Fuck off. Who are you? Who the fuck are you to like okay, it's fine. But yeah, fucking, he feels like, where AVGN would just go off and he'd say some shit. He'd talk about, you know, cunting fucking whatevers. And it was like, you know, that was kind of fun. The Irate Gamer feels like he's afraid of saying anything too bad. It's very accurate to call him a diet AVGN. It's quite something. He really radiates that, like, you know, talking just loudly enough so that, you know, you can seem intimidating, but not loud enough so that your mom can hear that you're staying up late at night playing Halo on Xbox Live. You know, it's very strong energy like that in the Irate Gamer. Shit.
So after you
Sorry, Mom.
successfully defeat a stage boss, we get a device piece, and the Silver Surfer celebrates.
The divorce
too
piece
hard
has
for
been
Silver.
surrendered.
We got 4 more of these stupid hard
That's
as
Shrek
shit
on the
levels
right.
to beat.
Yes, that was very much Shrek.
And even with a Game Genie helping you,
said the
you'll be
frick
subjected
word.
to a countless barrage of death after death after death after death after death before finally reaching all these stage bosses. Now once you finally manage to defeat all 5 levels, you'll then be whisked away to the final level to battle the main villain of this game. And just who is waiting for you in this final...
To the person saying I'm Diet Mediker in the chat, I mean, that's an opinion you can hold, I suppose, but I feel as though my content is pretty different from his. I don't know. I don't think he's ever made a party cheese salad, so I think I've at least diversified enough to not be Irate Gamer tier. That's good
stage,
enough
you
for
ask?
me.
Well, it's none other than Mr. Sinister, a villain from X-Men? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
The way he like poses for the shots too, where he's like holding the controller, it's the same exact like pose. It's great. It's like he lined up the camera and he sat down and he checked and he had like AVGN videos up on his desktop and he was just like trying to get the perfect fucking angle for like the controller and everything and like the faces. That's another thing. The faces, when AVGN does like the mugging kind of comedy, you know, the Lele Pons face, when he does that kind of like scowl thing that he does or something like that, it's actually, it seems a lot, again, it's just like an ongoing theme with this guy. It seems a lot more natural than with Irate Gamer. Seems like it fits the character more, it fits his face more. With this, it again just really feels like an impression. Just a bad impression.
Seriously, what in God's name is the damn point of even making this poor pathetic excuse for a game? The game is way too hard,
What is the point of making this poor pathetic excuse for a review?
the controls suck, and to top it off, you don't even get to fight the main villain in this game. What? Because once you reach the end, you just end up fighting some bloated shithead.
Is that really something to be disappointed about?
What the hell?
That you didn't get to fight the fucking, like, pixelated mass and instead you fought a different pixelated... do you care? I guess that's...
Pixel Demon? What the hell is that?
Huh.
The Pixel Demon?
What? What the hell's a Pixel Demon?
Oh, Jesus.
Irate Gamer.
It's an actor.
You again?
You must use the Inferno Force.
The Inferno Force? But I haven't even mastered it yet.
You must at least try. That game was made to be impossible to defeat, so that monster will be locked away forever. And if he is released, then we'll all be in grave danger.
Good God.
Alright, well, there goes nothing.
The shit he does with his mouth, he like moves his mouth around too much. It's making me uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Call upon the Inferno Force!
Someone in chat says my old Castlevania remix is what brought them to my channel. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. It was actually not a remix, though. Very similar tunes. Certainly going for that energy, but it was actually a fully original thing. I still think that, sorry to go off on my music, but I just wanted to mention about that song. The thing that makes it interesting, it starts out with that big Castlevania energy, and it's like this techno-goth vampire hunter shit. And then it turns into like this slow fucking like synthy bass solo. I still like that song. That's some good stuff. But yeah, actually not a remix. Just complete just theft. It was I made this syndrome. I just stole everything.
That's it, you're doing it.
Not really. My Castlevania song was the Irate Gamer of music. I think this is what we've discovered. Oh, he's going for it. He's getting that nut power, everybody.
Alright, let's do this.
Hell yeah, dude. What do you eat? Okay. Oh god, this is about to get bad, isn't it? Oh no! Oh god, this is about to get bad, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. It's like a Justin RPG thing. It's so bad. Oh, he's got the Mario sound effects. That's how you know he's a real gamer. This is so Justin RPG. Love each other. Love each other. Okay, yeah, you really want to tell everybody about your credit for this. Couldn't he have at least given James Rolfe like a co-writer credit at the very least? That's the least you could do. Let's try one more of his older videos. Let's do one that's not Irate Gamer. Let's do some Sonic, because we were listening to Sonic music earlier. This is a short one. 3:35. Let's hear about the Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. Yeah. I think we will be looking at we will be looking at some game dude, yes.
Sonic
and I will look at the super chats in a moment,
I've always
Zach.
been a big fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog games, but ever since his transition to the world of 3D, the Hedgehog just hasn't been the same.
Unique commentary.
Now, I will say that this game starts off rather well, as we're greeted with
I do a decent Sonic. Well, thank you. I'm actually doing Vinny Sonic because I'm the guy who said that I was Diet Medicare. You're lying. I'm Diet Vinny. Get it right. Come on. I'm shitpost Vinny.
That sets up the storyline of this title.
I'm rip off Vinny. This is my lot in life. Get it right. Come on.
Freaking sweet.
Put those beans on it.
So basically the story is that Sonic is trying to foil Dr. Robotnik's plans once again to destroy the world. But in the process, Sonic is captured.
Is this just like a very basic review of this? Okay, well he's got some face stuff.
And Dr. Robotnik blows up the Earth. Wow, some hero he turned out to be. But not to worry.
Like heroes never fail?
Subjected to 20 minutes of boring dialogue sequences with goofy-looking animals
yeah,
and
fuck this
ice cream
thing.
men, you'll learn that the Earth isn't completely
I really wish we could have punted this cunt.
destroyed, and there's still hope left.
Apparently he doesn't sound like a fucking weird sex weirdo in Japanese. He's actually got like a kid voice, but in America they went with, "Hey Sonic, I'm your little tiny chimp thing, flying rat creature, rabbit thing, whatever I am. Oh whoa." It was very weird. It was like Andy Dick doing the fucking voice. It was kind of weird.
Save it.
By the way, fuck you. Andy Dick jokes never go out of style.
Now the first two levels
I'm
in
not
this
a
game are
boomer, shut up.
fantastic, and they contain everything you'd come to expect from a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Speed, speed, and more speed.
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah! But as soon as the fun begins, it comes to a screeching halt, as we're forced to
Thank you, Ian, for that. I will get to the super chats in a second, but thank you very
roam around a
much.
small village in between each level. What
Congrats
a
on
buzz.
one. You're
These
Brendan.
places are
Love
just
each other.
boring.
$300.
Great,
Thank you
more
very
shit
much,
from
sir.
the Ice Cream Man. But once the sun sets and
Here's
nighttime
to a
falls
better
over the
next year.
village, Sonic the Hedgehog then turns into a huge werewolf.
Diet Vinny with a drop of Jobel sauce. Yes, you're right.
And this is the beginning of the problems that really plague this game. Because instead of having to race through the next level, you've now got to fight through it. Now, if I wanted to hack and slash my way through tons of enemies, I would have played a fighting game. I mean, what the hell? This is a Sonic
Oh, sorry. I should back
Sonic
away from the
game should be
microphone
about
when I'm
one
eating my
thing.
mini eggs. Sorry. But I was just gonna say, if you've ever seen anything about this game before, this is again very obvious, bland commentary. It's like he doesn't have an original thought in his head. You know, it's really kind of weird. It's very vapid. There's just nothing of substance that's new that's being added here. You know, it's like just to go off slightly on a tangent about myself, because I'm a horrible fucking narcissist. When I started my channel, I was like, I don't want to talk about stuff that other people have talked about unless I have my own thing that I can put on it. It's like when I made the Onision videos. Yes, also Strange Aeons talked about his music, but I had things that I particularly wanted to say about his music, like as a musician, you know? And so when I see stuff like this, it's like, what's the point of this? Were you just trying to make money? Is that what it was? What did you think it was good? Because I've seen reviews of Sonic Unleashed. I've played Sonic Unleashed, and yeah, the fucking warehouse sections are bullshit. Everybody knows that. Everybody has the same fucking opinions that he's saying here. It's like, why even make this video? Your other series is just a ripoff of AVGN. You just steal all your content from that. Why did you even make this like review of this game when everybody else is saying this shit? It's so pointless. It's like there's nothing here.
Racing through the level as fast as fucking possible.
Like I'm watching nothing at all.
Whacking the shit out of enemies. But unfortunately, the insanity doesn't stop here. Because in the next level, you get to fly around in the sky trying to shoot down airplanes. So, what does this even have to do with Sonic the Hedgehog? This is ridiculous. You keep pressing the corresponding buttons in order to blow up the missiles being shot at you. God, I hate this level with a passion. And the main reason is the stupid ending boss, who has a health meter that stretches halfway across the fucking screen. And why on earth does it take so long for the boss's
Stupid,
health
sexy
meter to go
irate
down?
gamer.
This isn't even fair, since a single shot can knock my sorry ass all the way back to Green Hill Zone. Now I'm not sure what the fuck Sega was thinking when they made this game, but damn it, stop trying to reinvent the wheel and just get back to the basics. Now, if you have the ability to get online with your video game system, then you might want to check out the demo version of Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, guys.
Because it does contain the best level found in.
Get online with your video game system, guys. Fire up that 56K. Tell your mom to get off the phone with her bridge club. It's not important. You got to play Sonic Unleashed demo
In this game. Yeah, now this is what Sonic should be about. Not this, or even this.
Yeah, everybody
I'm not
knows
sure
this.
why they just couldn't make the
Also, Sky Chase happened. In fact, Sky Chase happened in Sonic 2, for that matter. I mean, it was a very different thing, but still.
entire game based around the concept of the first two levels. Because if they did, this game would have been awesome. So final
Well, they
verdict,
did. It was called Sonic
piece
Colors.
of shit.
In fact, it came out the same fucking year this video came out. It's like okay. It's a piece of shit, everybody. It's shit. All right, let me take a look here. Add some super chats and stuff. I'm gonna catch up, and I think we'll watch some of his newer videos next, just to compare. I think we will do Either Game Dude or Mr. Anime. Maybe Mr. Anime gets his own stream. We might do some Game Dude because he's like a diet Mr. Anime in some ways. So let me take a look here. Pop this back to the old bear boy. And let's see here. $1 from Henry Nerdcore. No message. Thank you. $5 from Teko no Kash. No! The cringy memories of this dude. Thanks for making me remember this. Yeah, I mean, I kind of remember, like, I remember watching Irate Gamer a little bit back in the day, legitimately, because I did like AVGN, and I was like, okay, well, why don't I watch this? And it was so obviously like diet AVGN that it was painful. Like, even back then, I don't know if I'd say it was painful, but I didn't like it at all. I didn't get into it. But yeah, I don't know. It's the bad memories from these days. There were other people at the time who were doing similar AVGN shit. I remember there was this guy who actually got name dropped a few times in a FPS Diesel video a while ago. His name was Stan Birdman, and he did like weird bad NES games. And I actually watched him before I found out about AVGN. He was one of those ones along with like Spoonie or whoever. But yeah, like similar kinds of shit to this, but it's just not as fucking miserable as this, you know. Let's see, 20 knock from Big Guy for you. What were they thinking? I agree. Let's see, Fuzu with $2. Look into the Game Dude. He's still on the run. Yeah, I've heard about that. I have seen the Medicare video about Game Dude a couple times, and he's quite the fucking character. I hope. Well, I mean, I guess he hasn't technically like killed anybody, so I guess I don't hope necessarily that they find him. But he's very interesting. I really wonder what has become of him. He's quite something. Let me see here. $2. $2 from Doc Sigma. Christopher Boris. Yes. Or sorry, Christopher Bors. Yes, he does. I always said his name is Boris or Boris. But yeah, it is wildly funny that his last name is just so relevant to his content. Chris really indeed does bore. I agree. 20 knock from Big Guy. Claw my P spot, daddy. No, thank you, but thank you. $2 from Zach Carter. Check your Discord DMs for the best Irate Gamer video. I will do that in just a sec. $2 from Princeton Abbott. Really reminds you of the old Angry Gamer days. Yeah, real gamer hours. Who up? €2 from Kaio Rasen. I think this guy did this just for fast money. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There wasn't that much money to be made in the YouTube, like, video games realm back then. You know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, he probably made something off of it, but it kind of wasn't as set up as it is now. I don't even think back in 2007 there wasn't even money. You couldn't even like get monetized. I don't think so. So it definitely started as just this like misguided. I think he really did want to like overtake the AVGN. And then maybe it turned into like sort of almost like a delusional thing where he wanted to become the AVGN. He wanted to like wear the complete... I'm not making any accusations. I'm just saying that it's possible that he might have wanted to wear a Buffalo Bill-esque skin suit of AVGN and walk around screaming shitload of fuck, Buffalo donkey dick. I'm not saying that that's true. I'm just saying that that's a possibility. Anything's possible. But yeah, we got again $300 here from Ian Terpenning. Congrats on 1 year. Love each other. And there's an astrology sign here. I'm not sure which one that is, but you know, I thank you very much, sir. And I'm not congratulating you on anything for 1 year, but you know, Happy New Year, sir. And thanks once again. $2 from News Idol. Do you know about Low Tier God? Yeah, isn't he like Black DSP, or is that a different guy? I've heard about this one dude who's like, people call him Black DSP, and he just like freaks out on people, and he's like really salty. So that could be kind of fun. Let's see, $10 from Disdan Dan. Saw your video about what YouTube means to you, and the last bit about your father got to me personally. I lost my mother, so I know what it's like. If you ever want to talk, I'm here for you, bud. Well, Thank you. Sorry to hear that you've gone through similar shit. But you know, it's as long as I've got a playlist of best of the worst videos, it can't be that bad. You know what I mean? And thank you very much. $5 from Jaron Lee. Every word Irate Gamer speaks feels forced and uncomfortable for him and for the listener. Yeah, it feels like he doesn't want to. It almost feels like he's got a gun to his head. It's weird. It's this weird energy. You just can't put your finger on it. It's crazy. $5 from Cody with a K. He is the game dude, and he's on the run. Look out for the game dude, because he's got a gun. I don't remember how that song actually went, but thank you. $2 from Distan Dan again. Last one for a while. I'm running low on money. Lol. Please remember, nobody needs to give me money. It's nice if you feel that you would like to, but this is in no way an obligation. I would like to just put that out there. And finally, $24.99 from Mia Smith. Party cheese salad. I really hope you're having a good New Year and day. Keep making this hella good content, bro. I'm having the worst time possible, actually, but you know what? This stream is going all right, so I can't complain too hard. Once again, you know, as long as you've got best of the worst and Irate Gamer on your screen, you can't complain. What do we got? $2 from Goof Troop PP Poo Poo. And I think that's a good place to leave off the super chats for now. I'm gonna check my Discord here. I've got some. Please watch this for the Irate Gamer stream, asks Zach. This video is classic cringe montage. Okay. Alright. I'm with you on this one. What the hell is this? Lucky Charms, the breakfast cereal marshmallows rant. Okay, so this is a minute and 23 seconds. This is from 2007. What are we in for, chat? I don't know. Let's get this up here. Lucky Charms.
Breakfast is labeled as the most important meal of the day, but there are a lot of cereals to choose from. Look at all these different choices you have to make.
Number 15. All the cereals you need to choose from.
Holy shit!
Breakfast rant. Wow, dude.
Let's first take a look at the classic Lucky Charms, which is chock full of marshmallowy goodness. In fact, I remember when they added the purple horseshoes to the mix back in 1984 to finally complete the rainbow of colors. For a kid like me, this was a really big deal. But if you open any box of Lucky Charms today, the shapes you end up finding are anything even close to the ones I remember. What the hell? And who could forget that catchy jingle?
What?
Pink hearts, orange stars, yellow moons, green clovers.
Are you fucking bitching about marshmallows in a cereal? What is wrong with you?
Blue diamonds, and purple horseshoes. But where the hell are they now? Instead, I've got to settle for marshmallows in the shapes of rainbows, pots of gold, and fucking hats.
What the fuck
and
is
after
wrong
doing
with
a
that?
little research,
How are any of those objectively worse than the other things?
it turns out that every few
This is such a pick your. I think I know what this is. Did this happen before or after the you know what's bullshit thing? Because this feels very much like that. Except that was like actually bullshit stuff, and it was like, hey, yeah, you're right. This, it's like, why are you how old are you? Why are you bitching about the shape of fucking golden pots of gold or whatever, fucking marshmallows in a cereal? What is wrong with you? That's quite something. What were they thinking? What is this, a cereal bowl or a test of patience? Who did he rip this off from? Fucking hats. So this is, Zach says yes, so I'm guessing this is after, you know what's bullshit? I figured that was later, but yeah, this is November of 2007. 2007. Listen to me go. This is November of 2007, and yeah, I mean, I guess this is basically just ripping off the you know what's bullshit. So he wasn't content with just basically being diet AVGN. He had to also where is the Board James series? Where's the ripoff of Board James?
General Mills decides to introduce
as well
a
do
new
the best
shape,
one.
only to eliminate another. This really screwed things up, and now the only original shape left is the pink heart. I mean, come on. Can't we at least go back to the 6 original shapes? How freaking cool would that be? Well, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Dude, I can't wait for the Marvel Cinematic Universe reboot of the Lucky Charms cereal. I'm fucking creaming in my pantalones for that one.
Because I'd have better luck catching that damn leprechaun. Face it, breakfast is ruined.
Face it! If this was Gus Johnson at being a goof, this might work. Yes, this is almost this is like the kind. Yeah, you're kind of right. This is the kind of stupid shit that he might make like a sketch pretending to do. That's kind of right. This is like if Chris Boris made the video that he did about what it's like to be a non-Star Wars fan. Except it was like legitimate. I'm sure this isn't meant to be taken super seriously. Obviously it's not. It's like a bit of a joking rant, but even still in the context of what it is, it's just such a nitpicky, like, who cares? What are you ranting about? How does this make you mad? Were you just looking for something to like say because you needed to rip off more of AVGN's content or more of James's content? I'll take a look at the chat here. I think it's time to watch some late term Chris Boras. I think it's time to look at some of his new videos. We've seen a couple of his old things. We saw him play Back to the Future. It was his first review. And it was somehow less cringy than when we saw him play Silver Surfer, which came out like 6 years later or more, 8 years later, and somehow the later video was worse by quite a fair margin. And then we watched like a Sonic Unleashed review, which again was just very bland and devoid of anything too interesting. So we've seen his old content, but let's see what Chris is up to in the new age of YouTube. You know, this is exciting. He's got a podcast. And this is from a year ago. This is Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 NES controversy. Okay. So this is from 1 year ago. This is some modern-ish irate gamer content. He's got the like YOLO glasses, and he's still doing the thing with the controller in the hand when you know that he isn't actually playing a game at that moment in time. This is going to be quite an exciting experience, I believe.
Hey gamers! Welcome back to another
Hello,
episode
gamers!
of Chris Neo. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking about a little game here that ended up changing the video game industry.
Nerd City
forever.
glasses, oh yeah. Meth addicted Nerd City.
Now, of course, every kid recognizes Mario these days, and they probably
He's kind of got like a fucking Watch Mojo energy. It's almost like corporate. I know it's not because it's just him, but it's got that like boomer trying to relate to the kids thing. This
know of
good.
the super.
This is kind of, again, we mentioned Gus Johnson before. Just Gonson, we mentioned him, but this is reminding me actually of like the Nerd Crew or something, like from Red Letter Media, where they like rip off something that's got this kind of overdone editing.
Mario Brothers game that he came from. But what they don't realize is the impact that this little game had on the industry back in the day. Now, Super Mario Brothers is a very iconic game, and today's generation might pick it up and go, well, what's the big deal? I don't understand. What they don't realize, however, is when this game came out, it changed everything.
Oh my god.
To put it
are you
simply,
really...
there was nothing else like it in the market.
This is exactly what I would expect from this guy. Like it's like he hasn't changed at all. It's great. Yeah, it's like this is more just very bland vanilla, like I guess this is sort of like a game analysis commentary kind of thing in the style of Gaming Historian, I guess, or somebody like that, one of those kinds of channels. But it's like he's talking about the impact of Super Mario Brothers. What you might as well talk about fucking Pong. Pick a more interesting subject, my man. It's like the fucking it's like the normie AVGN or something. I don't know. It's weird.
When this game debuted
So
in the US.
vanilla.
So when it hit the ground.
Hey guys, did you know that Mario was revolutionary for its time? By the way, can we like put out a bet on if he's gonna explain to us the Mario 2 is actually called Doki Doki Panic? Or are we gonna get that information? Because I've heard rumors that was true, but I've never heard anybody ever say that before. I've never heard anybody ever include that in their video or anything about how they know that Mario Brothers 2 is actually Doki Doki Panic. Like, that's a fact that anybody still doesn't know. I'm wondering if he's going to throw that one in. That could be exciting.
Now, the video game industry in the United States was suffering from the video game crash of 1983. And of course, if you play all the popular games in that day, you'll see these games were very repetitious. It was pretty much one board or series of boards, one goal, and after you finish that goal, you advance in the levels. And of course, you did this over and over again until the game became so difficult that you would just die and the game would end. And if you compare Super Mario Bros. With any of the games in the arcade at that time, they don't hold a candle to the game. So the Nintendo was released in the fall of 1985, and this was done to kind of capitalize on all the Christmas sales for that season. And of course, I wasn't aware of this video game system until the following year, my birthday.
You know, I do have to say, while this started off a little cringy with the Hello Gamers and whatnot, it is less bad. I don't want to say it's better, because that implies that's a positive connotation. I want to say it's less bad. We're going for glass half empty here, people. It's less bad than his other stuff that we saw. It is a little more... I wouldn't want to watch this. It's not interesting to me, and I would have clicked away after the first, 3 seconds. But if I was forced to watch it, it's a lot less painful than what we were seeing. But it is just kind of boring, and it's just telling me facts that I guess some people, a lot of people aren't going to know this stuff. But I guess in this sphere on the internet, I guess there's some people that don't know about, the success of Mario 1. But has he even mentioned Mario Brothers yet? I don't think he has. I feel if you're talking about Mario 1, 2, and 3, you might as well mention, where it all, got started.
Of 1986, and I ended up getting that for my birthday. And the big games that came out around that time were
Where are the
Ghosts
skits?
and Goblins.
I agree.
Now, Ghosts and Goblins sucked. I ended up getting that.
No, it
Super Mario
didn't.
Brothers.
It's a fucking
Even though I
beloved
didn't
classic.
Like Ghosts and Goblins, the one game
It does
really
suck, though.
enjoyed
It is pretty
was
bad.
Super Mario Brothers. What made this
showed the
game
arcade
so
game.
great
No, I
was
must
that
miss that.
every section of this game contains some kind of hidden treasure and unique item to find. I mean, just take this first little scene in the first level. There's 3 question mark blocks that we have to hit. We have no idea.
Someone says that at least he's not ripping off James now, or AVGN now. You're kind of right, but at the same time, it's he's just ripping off other channels that were, that do different things. Instead, at the time, that was the new wave of content, was what AVGN was doing, and he ripped that off, and now the new thing is, more serious analytical, analysis videos. Analytical analysis, that's good, I'm a smart one. Yeah, that's the new shit, that's the new hotness, and I guess he was just yeah, I can do this, I made this. So he kind of, this is very, internet, not internet historian. Then it would be good. No, this is very gaming historian, which is also a good channel, but again, he does things that are interesting. He makes his information a little more interesting, and also he doesn't really talk about stuff that's quite as, I don't know, played out as this. Like when gaming historian talks about stuff, he goes off and he'll talk about I think he did a recent video about Mario Brothers 3 actually. And I haven't seen it, but, I have seen his video about, the story of Tetris, and it's this hour-long documentary about how Tetris was made, and it's very fucking interesting, and, I have to say that, he tends to find some very interesting facts that, he can put into these things, these analyses, and he can be there's a little thing that you didn't know about this was that this person did this, and so on, and it's oh, it's actually something I didn't know. This, I haven't heard anything to that effect yet. Maybe that'll change. But so far, it's just been very Mario 1 was successful, and it was good, and it was successful.
See what's inside, and when we hit them, ooh, cool, there's coins and mushrooms. And of course, on top of that, you get to squish enemies, and then you can jump on certain pipes in this level, push down, and then be transported to a whole new underground level. I mean, wow. This was a first for gamers, because little hidden things like this just did not exist in gaming back then. I mean, they even had hidden tricks with the flagpole at the end.
You like the voice? I am not Joel. Shut up.
I remember the first time I got fireworks, I was like, how?
God, I wish Retsupre still existed. I think I was going to do a sorry for the ASMR. I was gonna do a scripted video talking about Retsuprey, actually. Sort of the rise and fall and how where are they now kind of thing. And I might do that. But I might supplementarily also do a stream about them where I just go through some of their old stuff. And for context, I was a big Retsuprey fan back in the day. And it took me a while to realize that they were kind of starting to lose their way. And they continued to lose their way. And apparently they lost their way in very spectacular fashion. And also Slow Beef is a bit of a weirdo. But, you know, interesting thing to maybe look at sometime. This does kind of give me that vibe. For sure. I am being transported. You guys, Chris Borres has taken me back to the past to play some shitty games that suck ass.
How the hell did that happen? Little did I realize it was a counter. Genius. So everything about this game was cool. The power-ups were cool, jumping on enemies was cool, and it was all new and different. And even the layout of these stages were very different. For example, in the first world, there are 4 different levels. And of course, once we get to the end of the 4th level, we see the final boss, and we kill him, and then we're treated to the final scene, correct? No, wrong, because we're told that the princess is in another castle. Now, in every other single game released up until this point, you would have to restart from the beginning of the game and replay the exact same levels over again. A great example of this is Donkey Kong. If you're able to clear out all 4 levels, they send you back to the first one to do it all over again. And of course, all the games did this back then. Mines that lead up to a coin world, opportunities for a 1-up, cheeps that come up from the bottom of the screen to try to kill you.
What? And it's like, why are you talking about Mario 1? It's Mario 1! There are babies who have played Mario 1. What is the point of this? It's not, again, like with Gaming Historian or somebody like that who does content like this that's actually good. It tells you information that you might not have already known that's interesting. This is not telling me anything that I don't already know. This is not telling me anything that basically anybody who would click on this video doesn't already know. You're not going to get a fucking 80-year-old boomer. I think that actually is about the... No, I think they'd be like in their 60s. You're not going to get like a boomer to click on a video about fucking Mario. Or somebody else. And if they do, it's not going to be your fucking video, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know how to break it to you, but it's probably going to be a video from like a bigger channel, you know? And it's probably like, I don't know, I'm picturing like who this video could potentially be for, that it would like enlighten their lives in some way. And the only thing I can think of, if it's somebody who's already into gaming, they know all this information, so this is just pointless. Yeah, there's cheeps that fly up from the screen. Has he mentioned anything about how this game basically invented, like, well, not invented, but it really revolutionized, like, scrolling? Like, side-scrolling as a thing? Because I think it did that. That would be an interesting thing to mention, but I haven't heard anything about that. It's so very surface level, and I feel like the only person that would take any kind of information from this would be someone in their 60s who I guess just randomly, accidentally found this video. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll learn about Mario. Fine. And they walked away with it. They walked away from it having like the most basic fundamental knowledge of what this game is and nothing more. That's the only use I can think of for this video.
These old platform things, that's kind of an homage to the old Donkey Kong games. Very cool. And
very cool.
Castle.
Very courage.
To another main boss to defeat, and to another toad that tells you your princess is in another castle. Son of a bitch. And of course, we're off to World 3, which takes us to a night scene so that we can moonlight our way through the Mushroom Kingdom. Wasn't that just frickin' wonderful? Now, perhaps the single most awesome Easter egg of this game was the ability to travel outside of the playing field. It took me a long time to realize that, hey, wait a minute, in World 1-2, you can actually travel on top of the world. Can you imagine doing that in games like Dig Dug? Nope, it just didn't happen. In fact, I guess you could say with the game of Mario, it was actually poking fun of all the things you can't do in the other games. And then, of course, doing this leads you to a warp pipe that leads you to other worlds?
Okay, get on with it. We know what Mario 1 is about. Get to the point where you tell us about the shocking, untold secret of Mario 2 actually being called Doki Doki Panic. I'm so fucking ready for this freebase those memes directly into my dick hole,
Now, of
Chris.
course, since this game was such a success, they ended up making a sequel called Super Mario Bros. 2.
Hell yeah, they did.
And of
Tell
course,
me
when
all
I made a
about it.
review of this game over a decade ago, a lot of people missed the point. I've always thought that this game was very iconic. It's just when you compare it to the very first installment and all the cool features that it contained, it didn't make sense. These games did not match up. In the first game, you're smashing Goombas,
It's about to
hitting
happen.
question mark blocks, and killing Bowser.
It is about to
And
happen.
of course, in this installment, it takes all that and throws it away. Now we're going through these little doors, picking up enemies, and throwing vegetables? Did I miss something here?
Oh
This
god,
is not
it's
a
about to
sequel that I
happen.
was expecting when I wanted to play Super Mario
Yeah,
Bros.
dude, it's not a sequel, is it?
And of course, when I found out that this game was not Super Mario Bros. When it was released in Japan, but a game called Doki Doki Panic, it about blew my mind.
Wow, dude, mind blowing. When did this video come out? When the fuck did this video? When was this released? I want to know when this came out. 1 year ago. I don't know the specific date, but 1 year ago, he was blowing our minds with Doki Doki Panic as Mario 2. I'm sorry if I'm going off on this, but I fucking hated people that think that that's like an unknown fact or something. Like for fucking 10 years or something, I've just been like, yes, everybody knows that. Shut up, asshole. That you're not special, that you know this. Everybody fucking knows. And it's amazing to see even a year ago, he's got this whole video that is basically, and I was fucking ready for it too. When he said, when the video is titled The Controversy, I was fucking prepared for this whole video to be leading up to Mario 2 is actually Doki Doki Panic. And that was supposed to be a shocking twist. Man, that's quite some
When
shit.
they brought this game to the US,
That is quite
all they
some
did was
shit.
replace all the Doki Doki Panic characters with Super Mario characters, and thus slap the Super Mario logo on it. And yes, I'm going to reiterate, this is an iconic game, but what a slap in the face to people that absolutely loved Super Mario Brothers. Now
No,
we're
it's
treated
not.
to this?
No, it's not a slap in the face, because they made a sequel to Super Mario Brothers, which I'm sure he'll talk about, because of course the other thing everybody needs to say is, yeah, there was actually another sequel that was only in Japan, but they didn't release it in the United States because it was too hard. But they made another sequel to fucking Mario 2 or Mario 1, and it was exactly the same game, and it was lame, and it was a lot worse than this one is, because this one, it might not have been necessarily a Mario sequel, but it was a very different, interesting thing. I don't know. I'm not saying that this isn't even something that he's going off on particularly, but I'm just that's pretty dumb.
It didn't make sense. But of course, all that was fixed when they came out with Super Mario Bros. 3.
All fixed. This good game that everybody loves, that basically nobody's ever said a bad word about, yeah, it got fixed because of Mario 3. That's shitty. It's like, why can't Mario 2 do something a little different, you know? I mean, to be fair, I kind of agree a little bit that taking your big flagship series and just slapping on a different game is like a little, it's a little bit of a slap in the face. That's like maybe like rubbing, that's like not touching you in the face. That's like, it's not a slap in the face, but it's definitely annoying. It's a microaggression, that's for sure. But yeah, it's that kind of thing. I could see how you could make that argument a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're good games. Shut the fuck up,
when
dude.
this game was about to come out, people were going
Not a bully
nuts
stream.
over this game. If you wanted to rent this game from a rental house,
Okay, now we're gonna hear about how good
First
Mario
was it-
3 was.
and all us kids reach
wonderful.
looking for hidden blocks because there are Easter eggs in every single stage. It was insane. This game, and the answer is nothing, because this was the perfect Super Mario game that we were hoping for. Since, of course, Galoob, the creator of the Game Genie, really butt heads with Nintendo
Why does he have to bring out the Game Genie in every video? It's like, says something about the character. I don't know.
because Nintendo didn't want their games hacked with something like this, the Game Genie. And of course, the Game Genie would hack the game in ways we never dreamed of. And as in the case with Super Mario Bros., there are literally 100 codes which will do just that. Now in this game, we all know that there are 8 worlds to travel to in order to beat the game. But with this device, did you know you can access a 9th? Huh?
Oh, dude.
Yep, insert this little code right here, and you'll be whisked away to World 9-1. What the hell? Holy hell, look at this level. A green castle, green blocks.
Wow,
and you can
guys,
swim
did you know that there's a minus world too? I never heard of that one.
through it. I had no idea this level was just sitting in this game here. Talk about trippy. Just look at all these colors. Neon reds, neon blues, and of course we love the neon colors. Haha, yeah. After swimming through this level
Haha, yeah.
for a few seconds, the game...
I am 79 years old.
Oh, come on, what the hell? Oh, let's try this again. Maybe if we try speeding through this level, we can get a little further in it.
It's very cool.
God, this level's so cool. I hope it doesn't freeze on me this time. Come on. Ah, poop. Ah, well. Well, considering that this level is not even supposed to be in this game, that's probably why it's freezing up. But it's so cool to know that there's a World 9 locked somewhere in this game. Now, the cool thing about the game, Genie, is there are all kinds of other worlds we can unlock in Super Mario Bros. And next time, we're going to do just that. So make sure you're back here next time, guys, and we're going to explore Super Mario Bros. In a way you've never seen before.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. Okay, so, I don't know, do we want to do another one? He's got some stuff from more recently. He's got some movie reviews and shit. He's got a response to Nostalgia Critic's Pink Floyd video. What? Oh, that is okay. Well, okay. I'm down for this. Give me your response. Okay, it's just audio. That kind of sucks.
Geek Time, the next generation.
So here we have a butting of heads, everybody. We've got a clash of the ages between AVGN ripoff Prime and AVGN ripoff Omega. Or Alpha, if you prefer.
All right, and in other tech news, we've got some interesting things
Tech
coming
news?
from the Nostalgia Critic corner of the internet.
How is this tech
He knows
news?
more about this than I do. I don't watch him, but he told me a little bit about what's going on with
I don't watch him. Yeah, because you can't steal anything from the guy who already stole from the fucking AVGN.
the Pink Floyd,
What's
the
the
Wall
point, right?
controversy going on
Yeah,
online.
he did an episode apparently, and I haven't subscribed to Nostalgia Critic for a long time, but every once in a while on my queue on YouTube it pops up like, Nostalgia Critic reviews this or whatever. You know, if it's a topic I'm interested in, I'll still check it out. But I noticed there was a lot of like hate.
But yeah, you called me up the one day and you were like, oh my gosh, people are going nuts online and just slamming them left and right, and people are unsubscribing. I'm just like, what is going on?
You know, this is pretty dangerous territory, I'm gonna say that. This is kind of like I mean, it's dangerous. It's kind of like if he reviewed the AVGN movie. It's like, are you sure you want to do that, dude? Because I mean, even say what you will about Nostalgia Critic, but I'd say he's at least a little better than fucking this guy's.
Like on over there.
Shit.
Yeah,
online.
he did an episode apparently, and I noticed there was a lot of like a lot of videos. Well, a lot of videos that were just like, why the Nostalgia Critic's Wall is terrible. Because I saw the Nostalgia Critic review The Wall, and I've never seen The Wall. I've listened to the album. I love Pink Floyd's music, but I've never seen the movie The Wall. It's one I want to check out, but
It's really weird enough.
Yeah, and so a lot of people were just hating this this review he did, and so it made me go, I have to check this out now. This is bad.
And some cool.
Okay, let's jump ahead here.
Stuff and at one point Doug goes, get over it, or whatever, and it's like, calm down, man. Like, this is not about the American school system. And then they have a joke where they're talking about how they're comparing the school system to like Nazi World War II.
So this is like barely even the Irate Gamer responding to this. It's just fucking Kermit the Frog. All right, well, that's cool. I really wanted to hear from him. So most of his channel now just appears to be like podcasts and shit. I guess that's what happened. The Joker movie sucks. Get it away from me. Oh, that's some controversial opinions right there. Arcade one-up video game retro cabinet review. Crazy Worlds. So, I mean, yeah, look at these thumbnails, everybody. What do you think of these thumbnails? Let's watch the Sewer Shark one. I want to see this one.
Yeah! Oh, hey, gamers!
Hey, gamers! And let me take a look at the chat here, since we're here. Jordan Peterson, BTFO's Doug. Irate Gamer video game is hilarious. Gamers rise up. just parroting other points. I mean, that's all this dude has ever been, so it makes sense that their podcast just appears to be regurgitating what other people are saying. Search up Puppet Steve. It's Chris's puppet channel. Okay, fuck the sewer shark. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Puppet Steve? This is him? Oh god, and he's got subs. Is this really him? Is this really him, boys? Okay, what, oh god, this is some fucking cancer. Okay. Jesus Christ, they got Hello Neighbor and it's from 2 weeks ago. Oh my god, SpongeBob, blind bags. Well, okay, what is this?
Hey kids, Puppet Steve here, and as you know,
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this isn't good, guys. This isn't good, guys. I don't know. I see the dude here with the puppets, and I'm getting I'm getting a little bit concerned. You know, I'm getting a little bit D colon. This isn't gonna be good. Okay, we got the Puppet Show channel here now, everybody. If you're just joining us, apparently the Irate Gamer now makes fucking this kind of shit on YouTube. So wonderful. Why did okay? Firefox just like closed on me. That's cool. And fucking Premiere is now opening on me. I did not want either of these things. Hang on. Close some shit down. Close you down. There you go. Why does my scroll wheel not work? I don't know. Where it stops, no one knows. Let's pick another one. I was gonna do the SpongeBob one, but let's just new Sonic movie trailer redesign. Amazing. This channel's getting views. Let's watch this one from an hour. Oh no, is that him in a Batman outfit? Guys, this is gonna be a fucking train wreck, isn't it? This is gonna be something else. I don't think I was prepared for this. Because I was prepared for the bad game stuff, but this is him in a fucking... Okay.
Alright kids, I'm super excited today because
God.
we get this huge box from McFarlane Toys containing all kinds of Yep.
Oh no.
These are made by McFarlane Toys, the same people that do those really awesome Five Nights at Freddy's figures. So you just know this is gonna look super cool.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Now let's get to some unboxing.
Dear Lord.
All right, kids. So, yep, like I said, we got this really huge box straight from McFarlane Toys full of Batman figures. And if it's anything that we need, well, it's more Batman figures. Because for the past couple of years, well, I've been using this Batman figure right here by
this 78-year-old man on the internet dressed up in a Batman costume playing with toys. What do you think about this one, guys?
action figures that look just like their real-life counterparts. And yep, that looks like a real cool Batman.
This makes me irate. I agree.
Figures that look like they came from the Batman.
To steal a quote from earlier in the stream, I rate this currently about a... I rate this about a 1 out of 10. That's what I rate this.
An animated series cartoon from the 1990s. And then, of course, the last line contains another Batman from, oh man, a different universe altogether, which is why they called these DC Multiverse figures. Nice.
Oh man, I just came!
Batman. Oh, so cool.
What? Are you kidding me, Puppet Steve? These figures are so awesome, you have to collect them all. But of course, if I...
Man, we need like a Justice League of only people on YouTube who cringily try to dress up as DC characters. Like you can get Melvin, the brother of the Joker. You can get fucking this guy's Batman. Maybe grab Onision's Joker too while you're at it. Like that would be great.
To pick a favorite.
Crisis on Infinite Losers.
Because I look super handsome.
Not a bully stream.
Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and start with that line because, oh, that is my favorite. So let's go ahead and pull this figure out right here. And the next figure is, oh, Superman, my super best friend. And the next figure we have...
So once again...
is, ooh, Green Arrow.
Hey, it looks just like the one from the TV show. That's cool. Once again, this is wow. What are the comments like? The first one here. Oh, hey, Gabe. I love you, Puppet Steve, my friend. Steve, watch Birds of Prey trailer. Birds of Prey. Best content on Earth. The showcase here has put the fucking hammer down. This is the best content on Earth. Nobody can deny that. Clawman viewer comments. Shut up. Okay. Well, that was him in fucking Batman clothes. Let's do like one more of these. I was actually gonna move on, maybe do some Game Dude, but since I had no idea he is currently successful on YouTube, like doing this. This is amazing. Sonic the Hedgehog movie serial with... Oh, no. This is like almost the same as fucking NNA Productions channel, where it's just a bunch of fucking Sonic shit for some reason. Is the Sonic movie really that popular with the kids? Are the kids really hyping up the Sonic movie? I guess they probably would be. That's probably the only, like, you know, demographic that would. But I didn't imagine it would be that popular for like among clickbaiting.
Kids, Pet Steve here, and today we've got some more Sonic the Hedgehog movie merchandise, and today we've got our hands finally on that Sonic the Hedgehog cereal! Oh yeah! Okay, so we finally got our hands on the really awesome Sonic the Hedgehog cereal by Funko here, and I'm surprised they actually released...
Oh, wow. They can't make a fucking figurine that doesn't look like a pile of fucking garbage. I can imagine that their cereal's gonna be great. Why are the rings blue? I get that Sonic's blue, but Sonic has rings and they're yellow. You could have literally just made Cheerios and called it a Sonic cereal, and it would have been fine.
Right now, because this cereal is supposed to be a top...
Why does he wear... Did you notice that? This was the same in the last one. In the last one, he was supposed to be dressed up as...
this cereal is supposed to be a tie-in. I'm surprised that...
The last one, he was supposed to be dressed up as fucking Batman, but he still had these like weird, like fuzzy gloves. What is up with that? Okay, so he's got the cereal. He's pouring out the cereal.
This blue as the Sonic the Hedgehog cereal in the picture. Look at that. This one's a lot more blue than this. This is more of like an aqua color. Weird.
It's classic Sonic. Don't be racist.
All the blue cereals we've opened up in the past, we see that, yeah, it's a little bit different. But, so weird. Not sure why this turned to aqua color. Oh, man, Funko, you
here we
crazy
have...
puppet.
Oh, God. This is so sad. Just the absolute state of Chris Boris. It's like, we need to down the rabbit hole about this guy. We need, like, because it started out as like, yeah, I'll overtake the AVGN. That's my theory anyway, is like he started around the same time. He was probably, well, at least he started around the same time AVGN started to get like some traction, you know? And it's like, he probably wanted to overtake him. He probably assumed that he could just muscle in on the demographic or whatever, and they'd just like him more for some reason. I'm not sure why he would have thought that, but then he just kept going, and it just got sadder and sadder. And then he stopped, I guess, and he moved on to whatever the fuck this is. He's like a 40-year-old something, like, Jesus Christ. I hate it when people do the thing where it's like, you're like a 30-year-old man, okay? You're like an old man. Or conversely, where they're like, yeah, there's this kid named Cody Ko, and we're gonna challenge him to a boxing match. He's this kid named Cody Ko. I hate it when people do shit like that, but genuinely, you do have to stop and be like, this is like a middle-aged man who is dressing up in costumes and playing with action figures for a living. Fucking hell, dude. That's pathetic with a capital P. Not a bully stream, but that's just my opinion. I'm sorry. Sorry to.
Oh man, Dr. Robotnik, what a doofus.
Sorry to break it to you.
What if it still tastes the
This
same?
is a 30-year-old man. He is like literally 30 years old, guys. Finally, the prophecy is complete. We've gone full Leafy. You never go full Regal.
Let's see. Let's grab some here and you know what? It may be aqua colored, but it still tastes like
Look at this
all the
dude.
cereals that we've eaten in the past. And if you want to know what it tastes like, well, it kind of tastes like Fruit Loops. So if you've eaten Fruit Loops before, well, it tastes just like that. And of course, the only way to do that is to go to GameStop, because it's a GameStop exclusive, meaning it's only in their stores.
Imagine buying cereal from GameStop. Imagine buying Funko Pop branded cereal from GameStop. I feel like this is the real crime in this video. It's not him. It's not his content. I mean, that's pretty bad. What do we got here? We got like an action figure.
Pop figure out.
Oh my god, that is so disgusting. Do people really fucking buy these abominations? Jesus
So
Christ.
cute. Even though he's like
Imagine putting this fucking thing on your shelf. Oh, here's the big one.
pop figure, he's still really
Still
detailed.
disgusting.
I don't love.
Okay.
Well, we've got quite the collection here.
We've got quite this clickbait army here. We've got this creature, which is now just inexplicably, like, popular. Is this the bendy one? Oh, no, I think that they're both from Cuphead. But I know there's a bunch of videos about this bendy thing, which is now apparently the new Baldy, I guess, which was apparently the new FNAF. I don't know how these things are decided on to be the popular, like, flavor of the week game, where everybody's like, oh, dude, Baldy. I'm gonna fucking get scared by Baldy, and it's like Sonic Schoolhouse graphics. Yeah.
Hey, Sonic, hey, welcome to the club, buddy.
Yep, welcome to the mini breakfast club.
Oh, man, this is cool. You guys have any chili dogs?
Chili dogs? Nope, sorry, I don't think so.
Sorry. What he means to say is, yeah, we've got chili dogs, but they'll cost your soul.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Is this, I'm pretty sure this is cringier than his old shit, where he was doing the skits. Now he's playing with action figures, guys. At least back then, it was like, he had editing that was like a little bit on par, I guess, with the contemporaries. He at least had that. He at least had, like, I don't know. This is so fucking sad. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't need one that bad.
What? How come nobody wants to sell their soul for anything
This is
anymore?
worse than I don't know if I'd say this is worse than Chris Chan, but
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing, Cuphead, nothing.
keep in mind though, while we're laughing at this is a video from a couple months ago, and it's got 100,000 views. The dude's got 633,000 subscribers, and as far as we can tell from the comments, people are eating this shit up. Like this is you got to understand. We're looking at this through the lens of this is you know, the irate gamer rebranding himself as a puppet channel where he plays with toys for a living. And that's pretty sad. But if you're just a child, I guess that's probably not the worst content. It's fine. I just, does anybody else feel a little weird about this, like, grown-ass guy who has no, like, supervision or whatever? Like, it's not like Mr. Rogers or something where there was a network to at least, like, rein him in if he turned out to be a creepy sex weirdo. Well, I guess that didn't work out so well for that one guy in Britain who was a creepy sex weirdo. But you know what I mean? It's like, at least with TV personalities, you can, like, vet them a bit. You can make sure that they're not going to start, like, jerking themselves off on camera. But I just don't feel that kind of confidence in YouTube people, where it's like, no, if I was a parent, I don't think I'd want to let my kids watch some creepy, like, 78-year-old man who's playing with toys. I feel like that would be a bit of a fucking yikes for me. A big old yikes on the yikes radar. I'm going to go with a yikes out of 10.
What? Come on, tell me, please.
All right, well, that's enough of this one. Let's do... Well, is there anything else of interest? Oh, God, what the fuck is this? Jeez, what the fuck is this?
Buddy. And of course, the best part is if you have one of those Sonic masks, you can put your
Okay.
here in. Look at this. Oh, Pepper
Oh,
Stevens
Jesus
Hedgehog.
fucking
Oh, that's
Christ.
crazy. Oh, I just can't wait to eat this Sonic cereal. With
This is probably the most cursed thing that I've looked at on this channel, folks. This is really higher upper echelon stuff. This is impressive. That's enough of this one. Let's do maybe one more. I don't know. This is captivating, but I kind of wanted to do some Game Dude, so let's do. They fixed him. He has one from a day ago. Hello, neighbor. This fucking bendy thing. Pee-wee's Playhouse? Really? Pee-wee's Playhouse? What the fuck kid is watching a video about Pee-wee's Playhouse? This is the most fucking cursed thing. We are watching an elderly grandpa talk about fucking Pee-wee toys while dressed up in a costume and doing a stupid fucking voice. What the fuck is happening?
Hey kids, Pepper Stevens.
What has YouTube become?
All new Pee-wee's Playhouse.
This is surreal.
Oh, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Oh, I used to love that show. Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, I know something, Steve.
It's the Playhouse.
I used to love that show, and these figures look so cool. I can't wait to unbox them. Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, I'm super excited because today we got Pee-wee's Playhouse figures by Reaction. And boy, these look awesome. Yeah, they made 6 in all, and you can only get them online as an exclusive. And guess what? Papa Steve got the whole set, and I can't wait to unbox these things. Now, Pee-wee's Playhouse was a crazy show in the
Imagine being a kid and you're like the target audience for this channel, and you see that this guy uploaded a video about Pee-wee's Playhouse toys. What does that do for you? Like, is this for kids? This has to be for fucking kids. There's not adults watching this. Why is he talking about Pee-wee's Playhouse toys? Kids don't give a shit about Pee-wee's fucking Playhouse. What the fuck? What is the point of that shit? Is he doing that for himself? Is this some kind of weird passion project? This is fascinating. Wow.
90s that aired on TV for kids. And anything could happen on that show because it was just so doggone crazy. And I should probably point out that they did make a lot of action
this is
figures back
truly
in the 1990s, but
oh, hey Fred, welcome to the stream. This is truly some fucking By the way, Fred, I mentioned earlier, this dude would be perfect for a Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm sure you get that every day, but seriously, this is a very spoony DSP tier guy. But yeah, this is quite the. I was saying before, I kind of would like to have Irate Gamer still be happening in current year, just so we could compare it to like current year AVGN or whatever. But this is basically almost what that is in a way. This kind of feels like a weird evolution of that in a disturbing way that I'm not sure I like. This is not good.
yeah, they weren't as cool as these because it looks like they put a lot of detail in these things. So we'll see how all these stack up a little later.
Okay.
But yeah, first up, let's check out
We
this
didn't knock over all your fucking figures, dude. This is such a slapshod set.
really cool figure of Pee-wee Herman. Look at that. There's his face front and center on his action figure. If we look at the back here, we see, ooh, there's the door from his playhouse. And Pee-wee inside, which we're going to take out right now. Get out of here, Pee-wee. We got to play with you.
This is just, I keep saying it, but it's just so surreal because it's like, again, I got it when it was the last video and it was about like Sonic movie stuff. It was like a trendy thing and I was like, okay, well, we're all laughing, but this guy's making fucking bank off of this shit. He's, yeah, maybe degrading himself, but it's that classic, like, it's that classic devil, a devil on your shoulder kind of thing where it's like extreme games. Yes, they might be clowns and everybody hates them and their content is the worst thing on YouTube, including that kid who stepped on his cat. But but at least they make money, right? But like this, that's what I thought with the last video, where it's like he's just doing this for the views. He's doing it for the money. He can't be doing it for the views on the Pee-wee's Playhouse. This is so weird. This is so weird. Does he think kids want to see this? Does he expect them to watch this? Is he completely out of touch? Wow, I'm just so confused by this. This is baffling.
Just check out this really cool figure. Now, they made these figures look like they were made back in the 1990s.
You know, I know they say to make videos that you want to see, but like, it's one thing. I'm not even saying like if you wanted to review these toys and just talk about them like Ashens does or whatever, that would be fine. I'm not even saying that's the problem. I'm just saying the way that this is like the explicitly this child-friendly like, hey kids format where he's playing a puppet. It's like, why? It's fucking Pee-wee. What the fuck is this?
Cool.
And where is Miranda Sings? She needs to get in on this. Her hubby awaits.
Love the expression they put on his face. That's pretty neat. And the design is pretty simplistic. We've got arms that move, legs that move, head that moves, and well, that's pretty
Stop
much it.
kink shaming. Oh, you're right.
Reaction,
At least it's not diapers.
Like it comes right out of the 1990s.
Except Arlo's good at what he... Yeah, Arlo is an interesting channel. I've actually made a joke in the past, which I kind of feel a little bad about now, because I do watch Arlo videos pretty frequently. I made the joke in the past that he's probably like a sex weirdo, just because he's a guy on the internet with a puppet. But his videos are actually good, and he's not like super fucking cringy, and he doesn't like directly target kids. The puppet thing is just, well, target kids sounds like wrong, but you know, like his videos aren't specifically meant for kids. They're perfectly on par with other gaming videos by like contemporaries. So it's not the same kind of thing as this, certainly. And yeah, I don't know. This is this is very sad.
We don't
We're
have a
like
play-
we're like 1 minute into this. He's got the playhouse. He's got the chair. This is just him having a fucking go. This is just him having fun with his fucking toys on camera and uploading it and calling it content. This is absurd. This is some true internet absurdity. I am so glad we didn't talk about aliens and did this instead. Fucking hell.
Oh, Pee-wee, you're so funny. Oh, man, this show just cracks me up. Oh, I love Pee-wee. Okay, let's go back to the action figure pile here and pull out another iconic character, which is that.
People are saying to check the views. The views aren't good. It's 14,000 views on his 633,000 subscriber channel. But the likes and dislikes are good. I guess he's managed to... I guess most people now don't know what he... Like, that he used to be Irate Gamer. This is weird. It's like he's managed to... It makes so much sense that he's now like a toy unboxing channel too, doesn't it? Like the furthest thing you could find from an interesting, unique idea on YouTube. He doesn't even have his own characters. He literally just... I want to know how this channel... This is a serious fucking rant right now. I want to know how this channel that is verified and has like fucking nearly 750,000 subscribers. So guys, he did it. I want to know how it's okay for him to fucking do this shit with Puppet Steve and Creepers and all of these like copyrighted things. Why am I fucking not allowed to play a cover of a song? But this guy can like do this. There's so many channels like this too, but it's like it's perfect for this guy. Where it's like all he needed to do to be different from AVGN was just do anything different from AVGN. All he needed to do was just do something original and unique. And here we are like 15 years later and he's doing Minecraft toy unboxings. This is something original and unique. All right, let's get back to it.
Cool robot.
Oh wait, what are the comments like? Pee-wee's Playhouse is on Netflix and it's hearted for some reason. It's from 5 days ago. This is still a thing? Good thing Pee-wee's is on Netflix. There's a Netflix movie about Pee-wee. It looks weird. Make a Michael Jackson's video? Well, that sounds hard. That sounds easier said than done, Sanju. Michael Jackson was a talented dude. But anyways, let's get back into this.
Monkey. So let's see. Open this guy up here. And the cool thing about
Was this channel even still up with Kappa? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Robot. It looks like he came from the...
I guess Kappa is happening now, huh? We're in Kappa territory, so yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't even have this on my channel, but how the fuck does he have it on his channel?
1990s, and this action figure looks just like him. Holy cow, I love it. Detail is amazing on this guy. It looks just like he does from the
Someone's telling me to stop being a hater. Stop being a later. How about that? Fucker.
show. We got the
love
eyeball speakers on the side of his head. We got the typewriter for a head. And then we got that boombox for the body. And then the record player for the lower
just going
part
off
of his body.
on this fucking robot.
Let's see. Not sure what that bottom part is, but I'm sure it's pretty show accurate.
Yes, anybody who's just joining the stream, yes, this is indeed Irate Gamer. This is his new channel. I didn't know either. I thought we were going into the stream just watching some of this dude's old videos, and I was going to be like, man, what the fuck ever happened to Irate Gamer? But I guess we fucking figured it out, didn't we? He has got a new channel, and if you missed it, the last video we saw of his, or one of the last ones, he was dressed up as Batman, and you could see clearly it was him. It's definitely him. It's really him, boys. We got Donald Trump here. Secret word.
That they used to have on the show, and they look great. Hey, Randy.
Okay, I think we're done with this one, but this is quite something else. Again, you know, when I saw this at first, I was like, it's always that thing where I'm like, well, you know, yeah, we can all laugh at what a pathetic weirdo this is, you know, what a weird channel this is, and whatnot. But he's making money off of it, so I mean, can't really complain that much if he's making bank. But now I'm looking at this and I'm like, this Pee-wee thing, it's like, this was not, you don't make that with the intention of making money. This is like a weird passion project video. It's very strange. I guess I'm kink shaming. Maybe he's just got a thing for the action figures. Let's do the Hello Neighbor one, because that game's a fucking meme.
All right, kids. Today we're going to be reviewing some more FGTV toys because I walked into Target the other. Bam! It shows there's all new figures to collect. So this
Who the
is
fuck?
probably series 2, which is weird because it says right
Who
up
the
here
fuck are
season
these
1
people?
still. So in this video, we're gonna open up a bunch more of these packages and see what
Puppet
figures
Steve faints, it says down here. What?
we couldn't find here.
Inky
There's this next
Sean.
figure, which I thought would come later,
Inky Derpy Bacon? What the fuck is this hot garbage?
and this Inky Sean figure, which was covered from the first series.
What does this
which
even
has a
have
lot
to do with fucking
Oh,
Hello
God.
Neighbor?
necklace around her. And
What the fuck?
Sorry, Puppet Steve, but I'm gonna make sure you get duplicates from here on out.
Jesus.
oh, get out of here, evil Z-Bob. Now, even though I don't like duplicates, I am seeing a pattern here with these packages. If it has one of the
I guess let's look on the bright side here. This is perfectly family-friendly content. Like it's better than something like J Station. I would let my children watch this before fucking J Station. You know, I actually saw fucking Jarvis Johnson, I think his name is, talk about the gay potion video that J Station did. Just this morning I saw that and I was like, wow, I cannot fucking believe this is okay on YouTube. That was intensely fucking blatant. But this, it's like, yeah, this is fine. It's not gonna fucking scar your children. But I don't know that, do I? Because it's like, it's fine now, but then who knows when he just edits in some weird, crazy shit. Because he's like an unchallenged, just strange man on the internet who is just being allowed to have an audience of, like, all children. It's just a little bit weird. I don't know. I'm not even making any accusations. I'm just saying it's a little bit weird. What are the comments like? Do a the hug reaction. Isn't his being copyrighted? First. And he hearts the first comment. That's not good. You don't want to set a precedent with that. 2 weeks ago. I'm still here. I've been here since 2017. Shit, dude. This has been happening since 2017. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, you know, let's skip this one. What is his most popular video? Now I'm curious. 5.5 million views? 3 years ago. This shit has been going on for at least 3 fucking years. Holy shit. Okay, what the fuck is this video then? Oh my god, I already want to fucking die. Although, to be fair, I already wanted to die before I started the stream. But, you know, I was worse now.
Hey, Purple Steve fans! Today we're looking at the
This
new
is nearly as
Simpsons
bad as that
figure
fucking
line of
meme
five
song
different
from
action
10 years ago.
Evil, evil. Oh, Zombie Steve, you said that about all the Five Nights at Freddy's figures to review, and we're still here A-OK. Right, Zombie Steve?
Once again, reminder that I can't play 5 seconds of a song without getting my channel yeeted into the negative zone. But this guy is somehow able to build his entire channel off of the identity of Minecraft characters. Isn't that weird? Can we not have that? Can't we do something about that? I don't know. I feel like that's just a bit of an... People will say, well, there's fair use, but it's like, yeah, no, fuck you. And every video you've got has Frozen Elsa Spider-Man cummies. I don't know about that one. I don't know about fair use. Maybe come up with something fucking original. I don't know. That one always just pisses me off, or it's like the music thing. But meanwhile, half of fucking kids, almost all of kids' YouTube is just stolen fucking Marvel characters and Disney characters and shit. And I guess now we've got Minecraft characters. Jesus fuck.
No. Well,
Like,
anyway,
doesn't fucking Mojang give a shit about it? About this? Isn't anybody gonna give a shit about this? This feels weird. How are they? We can't keep letting them get away with it.
So there's 5 different action figures to collect in all, and each one is a different character from the game. Now the first figure we have is Freddy himself. Wow, what a cool figure. This
Very
figure is
cool.
Super detailed, and he has all kinds of movable joints. Whoa, looks like he's coming apart at the seams. Boy, he's broken up in all kinds of pieces.
Note the video length too. Yeah, this one's 3:30. A lot of the other ones that we were watching were over 10 minutes, but this one is strangely very short. This was posted in 2016. This is the perfect video for 2016.
Evil, evil. Oh, Zombie Steve, he's all broken apart. What do you think he's gonna do? Pull himself together?
that was weird. Evo.
It's like easy to forget that this is even Irate Gamer. I gotta say, to be completely fair, okay, so Irate Gamer was terrible and completely failed in what he was trying to do. This, at the very least, I guess, is fine for kids. Like, he's trying to entertain kiddies, so it's like, at the very fucking least, at least he's doing that okay. I guess this is a bigger success. As much as we can make jokes about this, and we fucking should, because it's hilarious. Not a bully stream, I promise. But as much as we might make jokes about this, it's like, man, at least it's like technically, objectively better than Irate Gamer, because it's got a purpose. It's entertaining kids. You can see the likes and dislikes are pretty good in general. People seem to like this shit. Also, this video totally got fucking view botted. I'm not making any accusations. I'm just saying 5.5 million views and 24,000 likes. I don't know. This one ain't it, Chief. But yeah, you know, as far as like what the video sets out to do and what it winds up doing, this is certainly a better thing than the Irate Gamer or the other fucking thing that we saw from him.
Wait, some Steve.
This is very slightly less
The
ridiculous.
next figure we have is Bunny the Rabbit. Ooh, that box exploded. Well, there's Bonnie in all kinds of pieces. Boy, these figures fall apart way too easy. Huh, it almost looks like one of those stupid creepers got to her. Hi, creeper.
Does fucking Notch get any of the royalties for this video? I'm like getting offended on his behalf.
Fortunately, this figure breaks apart just as easy.
Or I guess the guy who made FNAF, except he's a bit of a fucking weirdo.
At least it comes with a funny-looking cupcake. That is the Golden Freddy. Going on here today. No, Evo. Zombie Steve, wait! I wasn't gonna build him. Yet.
Okay, well, listen. There's some more sketches here, and it's the same shit, basically. I think we're done with the Puppet Steve channel, but this is... it's very interesting. I don't know. Again, it's better for what it is than Irate Gamer was for what it was. You know what I mean? But it's still... I guess I'm not the target audience for this, so I can't say that the content is like that bad. You know, it's not for me. I don't want a 40-year-old white dude reviewing A Wrinkle in Time. Thank you. But I can say, as a 25-year-old white dude who's probably not the demographic for this, it's just a little bit weird and a little, you know, kind of just a minor case of majorly fucking pathetic. To just be playing with toys and putting on a fake voice and all of this stuff. Probably wouldn't recommend that to people. Was this a fucking The Office parody? What? Okay, Jesus. This is fine. We're done with this channel for now. Do we want to look at some Game Dude? I don't even... What the fuck is this creeper, by the way? This is like some kind of weird creeper dick monster. Alright, I think we're good on Game Dude for now. Or I think we're good on our boy for now. Let's maybe do some Game Dude. Maybe we can go back to some more old videos? I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do you got in mind? Drop this back to the bear. Transfer this over to your boy, Bear at the desk. Watch the Teen Titans figure videos. Game Dude. Peen Puss. Yes, Game Dude. There's also Mr. Anime. He's also interesting. I kind of might want to do a video about, or a stream rather, about Mr. Anime. Maybe a video. But, I think he might get his own entire stream. Do Mr. Enter. I've actually seen some of Mr. Enter's videos. They're not this bad. They're not the best, but I've heard he's improved a little bit. Mr. Anime. Give us the Game Dude. Game Dude, he's so rude. Mr. Anime versus Game Dude. I guess I could make a poll. Actually, why don't I make a poll? Here. Let's do a straw poll real quick. Make your choice. Your path is incandescent. I am like water, like air, like breath itself. Okay, so which do we watch? Game Dude who is still on the run, or Mr. Anime who murdered his family. I love the name Mr. Anime. It's perfect for the it's perfect for the title of Who Murdered His Family. Create poll. There you go. Spam the fuck out of this one. This is I love democracy. Go vote. Hit up them polls. Pokemon, go to the polls. So which one do I want to do here? I've seen some. Well, I will vote for this one because I think it's more in tone with this stream. Select the one with motorcycles. I got it. Oh, Jesus. I know I got the robot hand, but that doesn't make me a robot. Stop being racist. Okay. Oh, we are neck and fucking neck here, people. I'm gonna spam this link a couple more times. We are fucking neck and neck. We are 50 fucking 50 right now. Look at this shit. Get a load of these beans. Oh, damn. Okay, Mr. Anime is pulling ahead. Game Dude is falling behind. I don't know about this one, Bob. Mr. Anime is pulling ahead. Mr. Anime has got a sizable lead on the competition now, but Game Dude could still be in this. Anything could happen. Come on, Game Dude. I believe in you. I mean, I'm not affiliated. I may have selected Game Dude just because it's a little more similar to the Irate Gamer stuff. But I'm just as down for Mr. Anime. So honestly, anyone can win. It's fine. But Mr. Anime is pulling ahead. Mr. Anime might have this. He might have this in the bag. Get a load of these toe beans, ooh woo. You know, Fred, I'm not sure I'm loving this new less documentarian style. Maybe you can. Maybe you don't need to do the ooh woos. That's fine. It's up to you though. It's up to you woo. But yeah, Game Dude, Mr. Anime, who's gonna win? Anyone? Hang on. We need some music. Hang on. We need some good poll music. What the fuck is the name of the song? Every time my go-to is going to be Final Fantasy VII because I'm just an asshole. But what the fuck is the name of the song? The bike chase one. Crazy motorcycle. Get your votes in. I'm gonna cut it off at, let's say, 350. I want this one to be. This is gonna be exciting. Okay, maybe not 350, maybe just 300 because it's slowing down, but fucking get your votes in. I think we know who's gonna win this one though. Mr. Anime seems to be pulling ahead. He seems to have run away with it. Game Dude is still on the run though. How are we gonna? We're never gonna catch Game Dude, are we? We're never gonna find out what happened to Game Dude. Mr. Anime wins! Oh no! Well, okay, we got some more votes coming in. Let's just say 350. Let's go back to 350. Come on, let's get those. I think we know what's going to happen, though, because Mr. Anime has pulled ahead. It was amazingly close for a little bit there, but he's pulled ahead. Our boy has done it. He did it. He's close. He's going to take it away. He's going to take this. We are up to 333 votes, everybody. This is not a joke. Candyland is not a game. Anything could happen. Well, not anything could happen, actually, because Mr. Anime is just going to win at this point, but it's fine. Okay, the voting is done. The voting is done. You can stop doing your voting. And I can turn off the music. The voting has concluded, because at this point, out of 350, yeah, Mr. Anime has indeed pulled ahead. I did vote. Wow, voice cracks. I did vote for Game Dude, because Game Dude is a little more in line with Irate Gamer. But Mr. Anime works too. We'll talk about your boy. We're at 350. Mr. Anime wins. Maybe Game Dude will get his own stream. Let me change the thing, the title of the thing to screw it. Irate Gamer. No. Game Dude. Oh, Irate Gamer stream. Irate Gamer plus Game Dude. No, wait. Mr. Anime. That's the one. I'm about to completely invalidate all of your votes and just take over and do the one I wanted to do. No, Mr. Anime. Mr. Anime. Okay, Irate Gamer, Mr. Anime Extravaganza. That's right. There you go. All right, now let's see some Mr. Anime. Now I looked this guy up a little bit earlier, and he seemed kind of interesting. I think I have seen some videos about this dude before. I know that I know vaguely about what happened. I think he killed his family, and like he had a plan to kill a bunch of other people. I saw this video from that chapter. I think I also saw the Scare Theater one. I probably also saw the Rainbot one, come to think of it, but yeah, we're gonna watch some of his. He's got 322 videos, and obviously he hasn't uploaded in 7 years because he's a psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? And he's off doing something far better. But let's check some of these videos out. YouTube and copyright. Okay, this is relevant to the modern era. YouTube and let's find out. What do we got to hear about this? So tell us your opinions, Mr. Murderer of your family. Tell us what you have to say, because your fucking opinion matters.
Mr. Anime here.
Hello, Mr. Anime.
Video,
Jonathan Anime.
And for anyone that's
Let me actually pause real quick. I am going to pop over and do some super chats real quick because I haven't checked in a little bit. What do we got here? Oh boy, there's a few of these. $2 from Arch Monarch. First stream I caught. Love you, Claw Lord. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Fully in a fully non-platonic way, I assure you, Sailor. Pearl of Earth with $5. Would you play the shitty games that suck ass? I'd play the shitty games that suck ass. Quote from Buffalo Boris. Yeah. I actually enjoy playing games that suck ass, so I probably would, to answer your question. Megumi Bandicoot with $2. Feed Chris Bora's party cheese salad as punishment. I don't know about punishment. Funishment, maybe. $5 from my lady class. Have you ever heard of Ben the Looney? I think he'd be good for a live dive. Ben the Looney. I've not heard of him. No, but I'll look that up. $5 from Thugtastic. What's going on, YouTube? This is none other than Low Tier God. I don't know. I've not heard that intro before, but I did my best. 20 knock from Big Guy. Very cool. Very cool. I agree. $5 from AE Squared. Congrats for the year. Thanks for keeping my walk halfway across town entertaining. Much love, yo. You're welcome. I hope that this has enlightened your life and engorged your muscles, embiggened your muscles, your muscles. $5 from Milady Class. I thought Irate Gamer did ghost hunting content now. Ghost hunt. Ooh. I would love to see him hunting ghosts. That would be quite something. We might look into that at a future Irate Gamer stream, but probably not. Maybe sometime if we need a break from something else, we might laugh at Irate Gamer hunting ghosts. That could be kind of fun. But $5 from Shycopter. Bro, this is too cringe. Can we go back to baby diaper fur zoophiliac necrophiles? That's some real epic content. Yeah, I was wondering what my next shit was going to be after the zoo stuff, the zoo sadist stuff, and I guess a 1 year celebration and a stream about epic kringe loose subscriber. I guess that's as good as anything. Let's see. $5 from Milady Class once again. I know you said you wouldn't talk about Onision anymore, but did you hear about him calling 911 on Chris Hansen because Chris went to his house? I did hear about that. I saw the video that Alizi posted about it yesterday, and I like the part. I like the point that she made in the video where she's like, "Imagine if you're the 911 operator, right? Or 911 operator, and you get this guy calling you up and saying, "Hey, Chris Hansen is at my house. I'm calling the police." And you go, "Oh, have a seat with Chris Hansen. Oh, so you're a fucking nonce then. Oh, okay." So that was very good. This is very nice. Very good moment in history. Let's see. $2 from I Like to Party. Fuck you, Joseph. You know who you are. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Joseph. I agree. $2 from Mysterious Senor Hilter. Is Puppet Steve Boris's attempt to copy Arlo? I think we were talking about this a bit before. I don't think it's really an attempt to copy because it's a very different kind of content. Arlo's like puppet thing is very secondary to the actual stuff that he makes. If you do watch his videos, again, they're just the same videos that you would get from anybody else in that kind of genre. They happen to be a dude with a puppet, and I guess sometimes he's a little more kid friendly than some people. I know he doesn't swear, but yeah, no, Arlo's heads and tails better than this guy. Nostalgia Critic Batman is worse than Irate Gamer Batman, says Big Guy with 20 knock. Yeah, Irate Gamer did look a little bit better as Batman than Nostalgia Critic did. That's true. I will agree with that at least. $2 from Vice Stravana. I want to Suicide Squad myself now. Thanks, boss. You're welcome. I endeavor to make everybody here want to game end in Minecraft by the end of the stream. In Minecraft, of course. Only in Minecraft. $2 from Peppermint Cactus. These puppets are more his speed, to be honest. Yeah. Again, I do think that his puppet videos are slightly less cringe than his... Well, they're still cringe, but they're better at being what they're trying to be. I can see them entertaining kids and being perfectly inoffensive, so it's like fine. But his Irate Gamer was not so successful in that way. $2 from Shycopter. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Sometimes it feels like that. $2 from News Idol. Ever heard of June the King? He's similar to Down the Rabbit Hole. I've seen his videos appear now and again, I think. He covered Masochis, however you pronounce his fucking name. He covered him, apparently. I should probably watch that video that he did. I'm sure he's interesting. I mentioned earlier I've been getting into Jarvis Johnson's channel this morning. He's pretty cool. I'm surprised that I didn't know about him before because he's similar to other stuff that I like. $3 from Shycopter once again. You guys think that he's just into puppet necking? I think it goes a lot further than the necking, but yeah, I think that could be part of it. It's a little weird, but I think it could be part of it. Ooh woo, love you, Claw Daddy, says cock and ball torture enthusiast with $5. Thank you, I appreciate that. Mint Solstice with $10. Thanks, DeadwingDork. Almost. You almost got my name right. Very close. Points for effort. 20 knock from Procrastinator Hackon. I don't know how to pronounce the A with the O above it, the little circle. That's a tough one. But 20 knock. What is knock, by the way? Is that Norway? I think that's Kroner. Jim Henson, he says, Irate Gamer is not. Lacks talent and heart. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I don't know. I feel like having a puppet based on Minecraft characters just kind of immediately invalidates any like claim you could make of, oh, this is imaginative, this isn't imagination, you know what I mean? Like Sesame Street and Muppets, they had the puppets that were like original characters, lovable original characters. This is just stealing other people's fucking content and doing your own thing with it. It's really weird how YouTube like fosters this kind of shit. I don't know. It's such a bizarre, like, new kind of thing. $2 from Dual Gaming 5. Check out Carl Kish on YouTube. His content is insane. I'll add that to the list. $2 from Mutt Mondo. You should look up Me, Myself, and Pi. Le Kling, indeed. There's a lot of names I'm going to need to remember. I hope some people can remind me of this in time. And £5 from Out of Sight. I still remember the reactions to what Mr. Anime did. The Anituber community was a lot more close-knit back then, so it was a shock to the system. Yeah, I can imagine so. I mean, that's some wild shit. Again, I'm not 100% on exactly what he did, but I heard at least, the very least, he apparently murdered his mom. And he apparently had plans to kill like 70 people at school or something. So that's a little bit concerning. But yeah, we're about to get into his videos, so that's gonna be exciting. $5 here from Shadowhawk X13. Hey, love your streaming. Also, while I'm at work, and there's a weird guy in plaid standing under a light pole. No joke. Man, sometimes people are just having fun. Let the weird guy in plaid just be. Maybe he's busy listening to Neutral Milk Hotel. You know. Let's see. $2 from Alphabet. Some dosh your way, Claw. Stay classy, asshole. And I guess that's a broken heart. Well, don't go breaking my heart. I wouldn't if I tried. Well, thank you. And then we got $2 from Victoria Catherine. We're getting passive aggressive. Yeah. Not exactly. Not anymore. Anyways, let's get back to the thing here. So this is Mr. Anime, our boy. Well, I don't know if I want to say he's our boy, considering he is a convicted murderer. But
ever been suspended or
Mr.
warned
Anime,
or
everybody.
anything like that by
Talking to us
YouTube's
about copyright issues.
policies or YouTube's violation policies, you're gonna want to hear this for sure. And as far as Inuyasha goes, my next door neighbor, for those of you that don't know, he's my next door neighbor, Inuyasha, the animated loser character, which I'm not afraid of, by the way. There's no reason to be afraid.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I was just kidding you guys. That was just some of my stuff shifting over there in the...
That is, that's about exactly what I was expecting from a video from this guy. Wow. Right out the fucking gate with the crazy. Okay. He just fucking brings up... Let's watch that again real quick, because it was low quality. Let's just cover this in fucking play-by-play here.
I'm not afraid of, by the way.
So he says he's not afraid of whatever he's talking about.
There's no reason to be afraid.
And then some shit shifts, I guess, and he's like instant with like the revolver ocelot fucking move. And you can see him like this look in his face. Jesus. Oh Jesus. That is oh Jesus. That is chilling. And then there's that like Joker laugh. Oh God. Okay. Well, that's like I say, about exactly what I was expecting from this. Jesus Christ.
I was just kidding you guys. That was just some of my stuff shifting over there in the...
Foreshadowing.
I guarantee you.
A long silver bullet.
So, I've been talking to quite a few people, including the Lava Buster, which I recently plugged, about YouTube's copyright policies and how it's run reviewers off the internet, off YouTube. Some of them off the internet, yeah. They just packed up and said, hell yeah, YouTube's really the only credible video site that has all the people right now. So they were just like, where to go, where to go, where to go. I mean, you have like Vimeo and Blip, but they just don't have
Vimeo, yes,
mass quantities of viewers and videos that YouTube does. Not yet. And I hope YouTube doesn't crash, because that's where I make my living off of, you could say. So basically, you have all these anime reviewers and movie reviewers and video game reviewers and all reviewers of all time.
Is this guy drunk? And I know that's that's throwing stones from glass houses, but he's kind of slurring his words in a way that I haven't seen since the last time I got drunk, which was last night.
In my case, I said anime reviewers first because I'm Mr. Anime. And you have them being taken down and shot down because of copyright issues.
When I think of anime, and I think of a person to physically embody anime, it probably actually would be a weird, shrimpy white guy who goes on to kill a bunch of people. But if it wasn't that, it would probably be not a white person, I'd say. So, you know, the name Mr. Anime, I just don't know if that's the one. I don't know if that was the one, but...
Aki Arasaki 420 is the number one name that I can think of that got taken down by copyright issues. And everyone always...
He looks like the fucking main guy from Roswell. Wow.
Tries to use the Fair Use Act claim. You know, they always try to put something in front of their video.
His voice is like shaking. It's like wavering. He's like, they're trying to use fair use claim. It's like this is very interesting to watch.
Not own this footage. It is, all the footage of this company, you know, whatever, Bandai or whatever. and they'll still get popped for it by YouTube, and they'll still get taken down. I understand YouTube does have to cover their end of the deal. That, in layman's terms, they have to cover their fucking ass. But you know what, YouTube? I think that you need to reach some sort of peace agreement, because
every time he makes like the slightest of little movements, I get afraid. He is a real, like, when he's got a gun. He literally has a. You can barely see it because the quality is so shit. The quality is literally 240p, but he's got a gun just pointed at us the entire time this video is happening. There's a gun pointed directly at us, directly to you. That's so perfect for this video.
Showing just visual.
Now that's what I call a Chekhov's gun. He really paid the setup from that gun and the videos really paid off later. You know what I mean?
Clips,
it's a bad
still
joke.
shots, which you also don't like. You don't even like us to do that. That's just showing footage is just more. It's just what you need sometimes to make the show effective. I think it would be fair and credible to have at least a time limit. You could somehow split it down the middle, agree to disagree. Maybe post something where you can only show 30 seconds of footage if you're reviewing a visual production, or 10 seconds of footage, or have it where you can show a minute of footage. But the problem is that people will show, giveaway footage, critical footage to the show that...
I know it was terrible. Shut up.
So in the end, what are you going to get stuck with? You're going to get stuck with the YouTube Iron Fist policy. And there's really not much that can be done unless they want...
It's funny that he's like, right. It's amazing. How long has copyright been a problem for YouTube? Jesus fucking Christ, Susan. Get your shit together. Get it together, Tyrone. But, yeah, no, he's kind of right. I mean, stopped watch is right twice a day, I guess. He's not talking about things that are incorrect. That's for sure. But yeah, the way he just like moves and looks at you is maybe it's because we know what he we know what he did. We were aware of this, so it's like we're more attuned to it. But I feel like if I was watching somebody who I watch on YouTube and they randomly like pull a fucking gun out of nowhere and like start acting all bizarre and weird, just like the way he's acting in this, I feel like it would still be a weird red flag.
Flagged by YouTube and have their videos taken down, and that's no fun at all. So this is another one of the interactive videos that I've been doing lately. I would love to hear any comments that you guys have to say about this situation. And it's not a new situation, and it's not a new deal, but it's just something that I thought was kind of interesting. But here's another thing that's interesting. My next anime review will be 11 Eyes. And
I'm so excited for that one. By the way, something that actually is exciting, I found out that apparently they're doing a fucking a performance of Aerion's Into the Electric Castle live. It's going to be like the theater equation. It's going to be like the Human Equation live thing. But it's going to be the Superior album. I am very hyped for that shit. I'm down for that. But anyways, so that was a little bit of Mr. Anime. What was that? On YouTube and copyright. We got underrated anime haters, worst anime ever, Mr. Anime reviews Fuzu. I thought he said his next review was going to be that 11 Eyes thing, but instead it's whatever this is. Mr. Anime is planning something, everybody.
Well, hi everybody, it's Mr. Anime here, and I'm recording on my MacBook's web camera, and my MacBook's
Oh, we can tell.
4 years ago, so the web camera's not that great, so you'll have to bear with me.
Devin Townsend was on the Human Equation, actually. Into the Electric Castle is the one that has, like, fucking... there's not really any super name singers on that outside of Anneke van Giersbergen, but it's probably the best album. It's probably the best one.
This is just an update.
Sorry, I'm doing the music
nerd. You
nerd
guys
thing.
know that I'm gonna reward myself with probably a 2 or 3 week break coming up here.
Well, you're gonna reward yourself with a bit of a longer break than that, buddy. You're gonna have a long time to not make videos.
YouTube
Don't worry
videos,
about that one.
Anime reviews in particular. I might do some blog stuff. I want to thank you guys a lot for sticking with me and watching the channel. I got more subscribers than ever. I have more
Hell
views
yeah,
than
dude.
ever, and everything is going really good. So I'll probably be putting out some blog videos, like I said, and I hope you enjoy those blog videos. I hope you
High-pitched whine is giving me a headache. Well, you know, your head probably feels better than his mom's. Okay, I'm sorry.
definitely enjoy those.
You know...
And the Google AdSense thing has been going great, and I really appreciate you guys clicking on my page. Well, I won't say it, but you guys know what to do. And I'll see you with some blog videos. Thanks for watching my channel.
This is such a... It's such a mundane video, you know? It's not really who is this fucker? Oh, jeez. Is this some other fucker? It's such a mundane video. It's not really saying anything that's all that, like... You know, controversial or whatever. It's not really saying anything that's all that interesting. But the title of it and knowing what he did in retrospect... Mr. Anime is planning something. And then he gives his thoughts on NEETs. Which, let's be honest, if I think of NEET, I'm thinking of basically this exact guy.
So after watching Welcome to the NHK and learning about the NEETs, which are people that are not in employment, education, or training.
Alright, so after I'd finished my bottle of Jack Daniels, fuck you, okay? I decided to make a video about being an anime nerd and maybe killing my whole family, okay? I'm not drunk, alright? I am fine. I'm fine, okay? I'm Mr. Anime, dude. I can fucking do this. And fuck you if you say otherwise. I'll fucking put a bullet in your head.
Well, they used to be called Status Zero about 20 years ago, but they finally changed them to NEETs, not in employment, education, or training. Technically, since I do a little Googling, I don't totally consider myself a NEET. But this word is
okay, I do.
An insult over in Japan. Not so much. It's not like, you know, you go up to someone and call them a faggot. NEETs are looked upon as, you know, the lower range of society. Like, think about it. They're not employed. They have no education prospects. They're not doing any training. So they're just sitting around really doing a bunch of nothing. A lot of people are playing video games. People like myself are wasting time on YouTube. So, my main question to you guys is...
Yeah, I know I'm being edgy. Fuck you. I have no boundaries and no limits.
Girls, NEETs. Are they out of control? Are you a NEET? Would you be afraid?
Not until you went on your killing spree. The NEETs were under wraps until then.
Consider yourself a NEET? Because Welcome to the NHK, this is the kind of thing that I wanted to retread on a little bit. In Welcome to the NHK, the main character always stayed in his room. He had trash all over the place. And you know, he was a NEET. But I don't know where the line is between NEET and fucking hobo.
Wow, this guy is so fucking dry. I was a little bit concerned. I know I shouldn't be concerned because he's in jail, so who gives a fuck? Fuck this guy, but I didn't want to be like, hey, haha, funny, he's talking stupid, and it turns out that he's got like a speech impediment or something like that, because that's shitty. But no, he's just straight up fucking blitzed. He is like me and my last Nostalgia Critic stream blitzed. He's just fucked up right now. You can tell. So
as for me, a NEET? No. I like to get out and do a little funk sometimes. Trying to make you shake it.
Okay, I didn't expect that. Let's, Mr. Anime can shake it, everybody. He's dancing. He's dancing. He's shaking. He's shaking it. He's doing that funk. Let's get a look at that again.
And as for me, a NEET? No. I like to get out and do a little funk sometimes.
Oh, yeah. The look in his eye after. Oh, no. I did not see that coming, and it was wonderful.
But all jokes aside, there is a hidden truth behind these people that are not in
he grooving, he jiving,
or education. And there's people that are aspiring artists. There's people that are aspiring.
He is a smooth criminal. You're right.
Myself, I would absolutely love to make a living off reviewing anime. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that would love to make a living off.
Yeah, dude, I hear the anime reviewer business is can earn you a killing.
Drawing and sketching, because I know there's a lot of you that have sketched well because you've sent me some of your sketches. So what I'm trying to get at is, I don't think that NEETs are losers. I think some of them maybe, fucked up crackhead, cooking crack in the kitchen, shooting it straight into your fucking arm, like fucked up people. But I think there's a...
Yeah, some of them definitely are fucked up people, Mr. Anime. You're right about that.
Majority of NEETs
Right about that one.
Out there, they're working from home like I am. They're trying to make
Get off the stage!
Do something with the talent that they want to do. So you know what? To hell with whoever says that.
Fuck them. They're fucking losers. They don't know you, dude. They don't fucking know what you're about, okay? Like, they can't fucking judge you. What the fuck do they know, alright? They're fucking assholes. You do fucking you, dude. Hell yeah, I'm fucking wasted. I'm actually not today, but wow, he's done enough drinking for the fucking both of us. That's something.
Not in employment and training or whatever.
At least I'm not wasted until the potential second stream later where we look at alien cults. That could happen too. This is gonna be a day of like 8 hours of streaming or some shit for me because now I'm weirdly invested in this guy too. I thought I was just gonna look at his videos for a brief moment and then like be done because I was kind of getting tired of doing the stream after I did the Irate Gamer. I was like, I kind of want to go get some fucking food or something. But no, now I'm here. Now I'm in this for the fucking long haul. We're gonna be watching some more of this shit because Mr. Anime, he jiving, he grooving. I want somebody to fucking gif him dancing. I want that.
Status 0. Fuck that shit.
I want a gif of him dancing in the same way of like the Dwayne Dwayne. I want that, but for Mr. Anime getting funky, jiving. Mr. Anime can shake it.
It's nothing but propaganda.
He's dancing like he's a persona.
Thanks for watching this rant, and I will see you next time.
Frederick Knudsen is gonna need more tea for this, and you know what? I'm gonna need more weed for this.
For 11 Eyes. I just finished it, and
yeah, where's the review, fucker? Oh man, I can't fucking wait. All right, so that's his thoughts on NEETs. So here's his final video, his new job. So seems like he really threw it all away, you know.
Well, hey everybody, what's going on?
Everything was going so well for him, and please don't get any closer to the camera, please. Tiny early 60s Beatles impersonator, please do not get any closer to the camera.
It's Mr. Anime here, and well, I have some pretty good news.
I'm coming to you with peace and love.
Well, I have some kind of bad news, but it is good news. The good news is that I now found a full-time job in a department that I'm interested in, which is film. I'm still going to be doing the Google thing though, and I'm still going to be doing videos. So keep supporting Mr. Anime. I'll still be doing anime reviews, but probably not as many because this job will be full-time. But thanks to all of y'all.
He's not going to do any more anime reviews, guys. The F's in chat, everybody. This is sad. This is a sad day. F's in chat. The new Dwayne, yes. My favorite anime reviewer. I'm working at a department. F's in chat, everybody. Also, give us an R for Ray, of course. Don't forget Ray. Ray lives on in our hearts, too.
I've been able to be recognized by some people, and I'm going to be doing some good stuff.
Mr. Anime Season 2, we've had a lot of history together. But I'm going to be gone.
Yeah, Mr. Anime Season 1 was one thing, but boy, Mr. Anime Season 2 sure took a fucking dark turn, that's for sure. What is he?
For some work, and I might need you to help me. What do you say? Come on. Think about it. You, sir. You, sir.
Cool.
So please support me.
What the fuck was that?
Keep watching Mr. Anime Reviews. Thanks to everyone, all you guys, even though I think I'm the only one here. And of course, click my, well, You know what to do.
Wink, wink, lol, thanks. Okay.
Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Over the 4 or 5 years, I appreciate.
Let's take a look at the comments. When will you be reviewing Attack on Family? Thank you, DeadwingDork. Very cool. I hate YouTubers who abandon their audience after saying they'll return. The only thing that I would understand is if you're using that time to spend with your family, or to spread with your family. It depends on what caliber he was using. Okay, fellas, I'm going to sleep. Last online 7 years ago. Last online September 11th, 2001. Nice, dude. I bet your family is really proud. Can you review the Naruto episode when Itachi kills his own clan, including his parents, to test his abilities? This dude looks like the type of dude who'd kill his own family. No offense, bro. Oh, man. Prophetic. Mr. Anime asks you about some shows. Let's find a couple more of these. Inuyasha, Love and Hate, Christmas Light Man, Off the Ropes show. Should North Korea have nukes? Let's watch one of his actual reviews. Let's see a review here. We were watching some Chris Boras earlier, you know, and we're going to get some more, like, it's not angry reviews, but, well, maybe it's shitty. Who knows?
Hi, I'm Mr. Anime.
Hello.
Today I'm reviewing Eden of the East. The story revolves around a girl called Murami, and she's in New York City. She is on a trip, just left high school, her club. They went to New York, real nice. She's looking at the fountain through the gates in front of the White House. She takes out a coin, tries to throw it into the fountain. Well, throwing things at the White House usually doesn't get you anywhere too good. So a couple cops come up, and they're like, "What are you throwing over there?" You know,
Familiar territory, yeah.
They're just trying to kind of pick on her. And, you know, the way the cops look, you know, they look all angry and maniacal, which is
It really does have this, like, something that's just brewing under the surface, you know, just bubbling under there. You can see it. He's got this, like, this very, like, flat, it's just so cold looking there with the eyes. It's just, he looks so cold and dead. It's very chilling, honestly.
For the most part, how a lot of them act. I'm not even gonna lie, they got the portrayals right. So she's pretty much freaking out. She doesn't know what to do about the cops. They're asking her all these questions. She can't understand what they're saying. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy with absolutely no clothes on, that we'll call Takizawa, because that's what he...
Why did he have a fan base? I really am not sure. I don't know. It's just so bland. Was there not anything better in terms of, like, anime reviews? Let's just jump ahead here. Does he get, like, funny? Does he have any, like, quips or jokes?
Eden was a little bit lacking.
We did see that awesome comedy sketch from before where he had himself talking to himself, and it made no sense, and then it just cut back to the vlog that he was doing, which it was just really weird and schizophrenic. So, I mean, maybe we'll see something like that. That's exciting.
Department. I don't know if that's a stylistic issue or if they didn't have a budget, but, you know, the computer generation blends pretty well with the animation, and the voice acting was pretty good too. I did not watch the English dub. It's been licensed by Funimation, which is pretty much what's happening to everything now. Oh well, they're still in Texas. Represent. But here's how I can sum this up. First 6 episodes, I cared quite a bit about this whole conspiracy, and I was really into this whole thing with Takizawa not knowing who he is. Second half, kind of lost my interest a little bit. It kind of peaked at episode 5 or 6, and then I waited for the suspense to climb higher. It didn't. It just...
You know, I guess if you were watching this in 2008 or whatever, if you were watching this back in the day, well, when was this? 2011. Oh, that's pretty bad. Well, if you were watching this back in the day, I can imagine if you were like a NEET and you were a weeaboo browsing A and getting mad at people for asking why Naruto is a bad anime, you would probably maybe relate to this guy on some level. You know, he's the awkward nerd bro, I guess. I'm kind of addressing the person who asked why he had a fan base to begin with. It's like, I guess it's some level of, like, relatability, maybe. There's just very little charisma there. I guess maybe you don't expect that from somebody reviewing anime, but there needs to be something. There needs to be some kind of presence or something. I don't know what his following was like before the incident occurred. Now he's at 16,000 subs. I can imagine most of those are people subbing because of what happened. So I'm curious about how big he actually got. Probably not too. Probably I would say like maybe about 5,000. I would guess, which is still a strangely high number for somebody who's just not very entertaining to watch. You know,
Kind of flatlined, and then it started to fall a little bit, and then the ending. That's, I mean, it makes sense, but it's silly. So, you know, this is one of those shows that came from, you know, like, do you believe the hype kind of shows, like Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Like, I reviewed that, and I was like, well, let's see if I like it. I don't know if I will. Turned out I thought it was pretty decent. So
apparently somebody made the Dwayne dancing gif. That's awesome. I'll take a look at that toward the end of the stream.
This show? Well,
somebody link it to me on Discord, and by that I mean somebody do it. Please, not 5,000 people do it, but somebody link it to me.
It's enough for me to recommend to you. This show really had something going for it. If only it wouldn't have dropped off.
I guess he does talk a little bit more passionately about the anime thing. He seems to be a little more like invested in it, you know, to an extent. Where, you know, when he was talking about his own life and stuff, he kind of just he seems less drunk in this one, I think, is the main thing. Which I guess makes sense. This was like a year or so before whatever happened. So maybe he was. This is like. You know, this is like Solid Snake in the first Metal Gear Solid game, and then by the end of the channel, it's like old Snake. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna go through some shit, but it's not happened yet. So that's one of his reviews. Again, let's. So that was one of his reviews for from like a year before this shit happened. Let's see one of his reviews from right around the same time as this, from right close to when the murders occurred. A personal review for a friend of mine, 20,000 views, 2012. So this is punished, Mr. Anime, as you can see. I wonder if he'll be fucking blitzed out of his mind.
Hi, I'm Mr. Anime, and today I'm reviewing Horo Mizuko.
Oh, we got an intro now. This is some production. Uh-oh, I don't know about those SpaghettiOs. We got an intro now. We have an intro, but we also have murder in the intro, which is, a little bit, that's a little bit, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Bob. Oh no. Oh no. So he had some other people in his videos, it looks like. There was at least one other person there. See it all in Mr. Anime Reviews.
So, Mizuko was directed by Ei Akai, and this is actually 2011, and I'll show you some still shots. And it doesn't look like 2011, of course. It looks like older animation, and I definitely guarantee you this is a stylistic thing. This is a coming-of-age anime.
Okay, he's definitely also drunk. I think he's a little less drunk than he maybe has been, but he is indeed drunk.
As
yes,
my
indeedly
friend
doodly.
Julie basically told me. And when I went through and actually watched all 11 episodes of this, it is a coming-of-age story. It's like one of those things you would like your kids to see. Unless your kids like to cross-dress, that is. Let me get into the story of this anime.
Some people aren't going to be happy with this video.
Shuchi Tori.
Man, when you killed your family, that was one thing, but when you were transphobic on YouTube, I just got so shaken. I was shaken and stirred. How dare you?
Is our main character, and he's a cross-dresser. He wants to be a girl, and he's afraid of his upcoming puberty because he knows that he's going to get the deep voice and the facial hair, and he's not going to be able to dress up like a girl anymore. Does this sound weird? No. Hold on. It gets a little bit stranger. He meets a...
Do you think our boy was a cross-dresser? I somehow feel like this is a video for himself. I almost... Call me crazy. I feel like, what does he say in the description here? A personal review for a friend of mine. I think this friend might be, what's the term? Not myself. Totally not me. That kind of friend. So, I don't know. Maybe this is what's happening. Our boy is screaming from the inside.
A girl who's slender and boyish looking named Yoshino. And guess what Yoshino wants to be? That's right, Yoshino wants to be a dude. So you have Shu and Yoshino, and they're like cross-dressing in some of the episodes.
What the fuck is this
yeah,
anime?
They do a couple other side things with choir performances they're practicing.
Okay, so video-wise, he's just being a boring, rambling fuck, and it's incredibly lame and dull and dry. But what the fuck is this anime? This sounds wild. What is this shit?
For quite a while to do a Shakespeare play, Romeo and Juliet. But this anime is like finding yourself as a child. I read in the original manga they wanted to target high schoolers for this, but they figured that because of the puberty thing there would have been too many problems and consistencies with this. That's why
Oh dear lord, this is dull. Okay, so the anime sounds kind of fucking weird, but the video itself is not the most interesting thing. Let's find another one here. What's the worst anime ever, dude?
Hi everybody, Mr. Anime here. And I've been doing these interactive videos in 212, and there's a number of reasons I've been doing them. I'm still going to be doing anime reviews, and I'm still going to be reviewing the show 11 Eyes. But here's the thing, I've noticed that a lot of...
Somebody is getting upset because they voted for Mr. Anime, and he's like boring and not as interesting as Randy Stair. I mean... It is interesting, though, to look at this from a psychological standpoint. Randy Stair was a lot more theatrical and, like, over the top about what a fucking asshole he was. But this guy's more subtle. There's a lot of little movements and things, and you can tell from, like, the stare or whatever. Randy Stair is, like, the big budget Hollywood blockbuster of weirdo YouTube murderers. While this guy's more like the parasite, you know? He's, like, unassuming. You gotta pick up on things. It's pretty Kino, honestly.
These interactive videos that I'm doing and a lot of these feedback videos, they get better responses, they get more views, and quite honestly, in the end, that's the goal. And on top of that, I like getting all the feedbacks, and I like getting like 100, 150 comments every video. But don't worry, the anime reviews aren't going anywhere. I'm probably just going to do more of these blog type ask you questions videos. And today I'm going to ask a very interesting question, and I'm actually going to review what gets the most votes on this. And that question is, which is the title above.
Yes, I do read the super chats, but I tend to do them in like blocks.
What's the worst anime
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Time? I have a few here. Is it Gene King of Bandits? No.
Hey guys, the anime reviews aren't going anywhere. Don't worry.
Is it this Evangelion ripoff shit? Even though that's a manga? Definitely not. What is...
No, this manga is definitely the worst anime that you've talked about. I would say that's at least fair.
Is the worst anime of all time? What makes an anime the worst anime of all time? Has anyone ever seen even a video about the worst anime of all time? I mean, it's going to be completely opinionated, but whoever...
I mean, probably. When the fuck was this posted? 2012? Like, yeah, there's probably a video about the worst anime of all time at that point, somewhere on the internet.
Sends me the most personal messages, and whichever anime gets selected that I haven't reviewed, I've already reviewed shit like Green, post down below about what the worst anime ever is. Like, honestly, I don't even know where to cast my vote.
It looks like he was getting deeply emotional there for a second.
I mean, I've reviewed so many bad animes. I absolutely hated Trouble Child.
He looks like confused and frightened.
and I hated Master Keaton, but I don't think those qualify really. So, like I was saying, cast your vote down below. Let me know what you think the worst anime of all time is. Like, just...
Well, it's a shame. I guess we didn't, guess we're not gonna find out what the worst anime is. But, what do we got? Of course he didn't choose School Days. The ending heavily influenced him. Oh. He should return, well, I can read. He should review Attack on Family. Man, that's a stolen joke, dude. Man, that's a stolen joke, Laszlo! From an account named Nate Higgers, so that's cool. Aaron Harrington, the worst anime is when you killed your parents and your brother. Oh, yeah, I agree. Love the videos, can't wait for your next one. Worst anime of all time is Mr. Anime. The worst anime, Attack on Family, The Way to the Jail. You're more stupid than Elliot Roger. No, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's fucking true. Boy, I wish I could talk about Elliot Roger. I sure wish I could talk about him and watch some of his fucking videos without getting my channel destroyed. Let's take a look at the Gamer from Mars' video about this guy real quick, because people kept saying that he looks exactly like... What's his
Behind
name?
me you see a door that leads...
Okay, well, I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. I would say he doesn't look exactly like... What's his name? God, Irate Gamer is so fucking forgettable that I just talked about him for like 2 hours and I don't remember what his fucking name is. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't say it looks exactly like him, but anyways, yeah. So that's Mr. Anime. I don't know. Do we want to keep going? I think it might be time to wrap it up here. I gotta get some food in me. Let me take a look here at some super chats and things. We got $10 from Goof Troop. Claw is liquid bearing. You know, I've never actually watched a bearing video. I've heard the bearing comparisons for a long time. But didn't he get banned like a couple years ago or something? I'm not sure. I've never seen a bearing video appear in my feed. I think he's British. And he has a bear. But I accept the memes about how I'm liquid bearing or whatever, but I don't know much about him. 2 pounds from and thank you, Goof Troop. I may not know who Bearing is exactly. I mean, I know who he is. I know he like appeared on various streams and stuff. He was in sort of like the political realm, but I just never seen any of his videos. But yeah, I may not know exactly what you mean, but I do appreciate it. 2 pounds from out of sight. He's a real fucking snake thing. That's for sure. He is a real fucking snake thing. I agree. $5 from Milady Class. Didn't Mr. Anime kill his pets too? I heard about him killing his pet ferrets. That fucking monster. He might have killed other animals too, but I don't remember. Well, a lot of bitches who kill people start with like animals and things. So that's likely, I would say. 2 pounds from out of sight. Hey, at the Mr. Anime Season 2, OP was a jam. Yeah, that was great. I think that was called Cruel Angel's Dead Family, if I remember correctly. $5 from Meow Machine. 21st Century Schizoid Chan. I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Cat's Foot Iron Claw. Good memes. $2 from Mysterious Senor Hilter. Mr. Anime looks like a worse Elliot Roger. I'm thinking more Dylan Roof. He's got the bowl cut. I'm going more with Dylan Roof, but I can see the Elliot Roger resemblance. And finally, $5 from Joey Jojo Shabadoo Esquire. Actually, it's just Joey Jojo, but he says, do a video on Larkin Love. You mean about how I nearly got sued for $5,000 because I downloaded a torrent called She Swallows Sperm, Larkin Love, and then I had an interaction with her on Twitter, and she said she was disappointed in me, and I said sorry, m'lady, and tipped my fedora at her, and I think one of us blocked the other one. I don't remember how that went. I could do a video about that. Yeah, that was some classic shit. I hear she was also involved in some like fucking murder investigation or some shit. I think that's probably what you're actually talking about. But yeah, I did have that weird past interaction with her. But yeah, no, I think she was involved in some kind of like murder investigation or something. She was like a suspect, I think. I want to know more. What? Okay, I say I almost got sued. What I mean is I got one of those jape emails that's like, you owe us money because you downloaded a torrent, you fuck. And of course it didn't lead to anything because it never leads to anything. But I made a tweet about it and I was like, so it looks like I'm getting sued for $5,000. Help me, Jesus. And somebody tagged Larkin Love and she was just like, you could have just paid $200 for a year's subscription to my site. And I was like, sorry, milady. And I did a Fedora tip and that was that. I don't actually think one of us blocked the other one. I think I was wrong, but yeah, that happened. But also, I think she was involved in a murder investigation or some crazy shit. Oh man, I always feel bad for the people who show up toward the end because every time I start winding down the stream and I look at the chat, there's always somebody who's like, "Fuck, I just got here." I think this one's gonna be archived though. This has been a pretty good stream overall. So yeah, we might be doing that. Why the fuck would anyone subscribe for one porn artist? Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty questionable. Pretty fucking questionable. Murderer of trillions of sperm. Watch that British goblin K and her awful cooking. Do you not know that we do that on this channel, or are you suggesting that the way you phrase that is like it's like I don't know who K is? I do. I don't. Maybe that's not what you meant, but I kind of. Sometimes I do get people who are like, "Hey, you should talk about Pamper Chew. You should do a video about Pamper Chew, or something like that." And it's like, dude, how long have you watched? Like, did you even Google? Did you even search for me on? How did you get here? But how? Yeah. I think we're rounded down the stream now. We're gonna have to talk about Game Dude at some point. Maybe. Mediker did a pretty comprehensive video, and I don't think there's that much more to say about him, but I guess we could watch his videos. That could be fun. We can just continue doing this as like a series, like a new stream series where we just go through terrible old videos from like old content creators, like old Retsupre. Well, no. Good Retsupre was old Retsupre. The newer Retsupre was the shitty stuff. We can look at some of that. But, look at some fucking early, like, Todd in the Shadows and shit like that. Look at some... That could be a fun... We could do that. That could be a fun, like, series. Look at some Nostalgia Chick. That could be great. Do a reaction to Quentin reviews. I fucking hate Trump. I was talking about your Twitter interaction. Oh, you were? Okay. Because there was the thing where Larkin Love was like apparently involved in like a murder investigation. I think she was she was like an accessory to murder. She was a suspect accessory to murder. And I don't think she actually got charged for anything. Because I think she's still doing porn. But yeah, that was something that I remember hearing about. But yes, there was also the thing that happened with me. Well, that was not really a big deal though. Ray William Johnson. Oh hell yeah, dude. We could watch some We could watch some fucking Fred. That could be fun. Yeah, I feel like this is the way we heal after the zoo sadism. We watch some terrible old Kringe content from the early days of YouTube. The newer Retsupre, I thought Slow Beef and well, I meant more like before they quit, but toward the end. Like I hear that they did a video where they were like sponsored by some shitty fucking Minecraft clone or something. I remember hearing about that, and there was also all of the fucking like weirdo social justice stuff, which got a little, but that was something. Diabetes always seems like he's still a cool dude. Anytime I see him tweet, which hasn't been in a while, but I would see him tweet like a couple years ago or whatever, and it was like consistently pretty good tweets. Slow Beef, on the other hand, started a subreddit dedicated to anti-Gamergate trolling called Anti-Chudfuckers in Action, I think. Or Chudfuckers, something like that. Because he was a very mad, salty boy for some reason. I don't know. It's a shame, because he was cool. Fall of Retsupre is all on Slow Beef. Kringe as hell. I agree. It's unfortunate about that because again they were pretty great in the beginning. Honestly, Slow Beef was the weaker link. Diabetes was always the best one. But also Proteus. Anybody remember Proteus? He was fucking cool. He was one of the cool ones. There was this one moment I was watching some of Slowbeef's his playthrough of Metroid Prime 3. Or maybe it was 2. I think it was 3. And he got on some dude who I guess was a fellow something awful Let's Play guy. And they were on there and they were doing, he was doing his guest commentary thing over this Let's Play. And at one point he made some joke about Slowbeef's like gameplay or whatever. And Slowbeef, there was like this dead silence and Slowbeef went, "Who the fuck are you?" And then the continued dead silence. And that was pretty awkward. And then I remember very specifically at the end of the Let's Play, he thanked all of the people that had appeared on the Let's Play with him as guests, but he specifically omitted that guy. I checked. I was like, that's a little fucking weird. So that was something. That was something I remember. Yeah, Slowbeef is a character. I think we're gonna look at some Retsupre soon because I've been wanting to do that video for months. I'm probably going to actually do that as a video, but I'm gonna do a stream too, and I'll probably have some scripted stuff done for the video, and kind of interlace it with the stream clips or something like that. I think that could be a good way of doing it. I'd like to share some of the old experiences with you guys. Old Rooster Teeth. So much cringe moments. Slowbeef has his pronouns in his bio. Enough said. And this is coming from somebody with a Dark Side 2 or Dark Seed 2, whatever the fuck it was called. This is coming from somebody with an avatar. Sorry, ring. What was the quote from the ring toss? Looks like you just didn't make it, or something like that. That's pretty good. Cringy. Bringing up GG in 2020. I mean, he's the one that was a bit of a weirdo about it. I don't know. Let's watch some Schmorky. Oh, okay. That could be fun. I actually did used to watch, say, everybody talks shit about low tax, and I kind of get it to an extent, but say what you will about low tax. The old Gaming Garbage series from when was it, 2012-ish, 2013, 14, was pretty good. Schmarky was there, and he was a bit of a fucking weirdo, but they were funny. They were funny, and they played some fucking garbage, and the fond memories, I gotta say. But I think low tax is also a bit of a cuck or something. I don't know, but Schmarky diaper poo poo vids. You missed, pal. It's been a while since I've heard about Rooster Teeth. Yeah, they are kind of like a past thing. It's true. Let's see here. Don Trail the Dolphin. Trailiate! Trailiate! Alright, I think I need to wrap this up now. Thank you everybody ever so much for watching all the way to the end. If you made it all the way to the end, or partially, if you just watched a little bit, or if you're watching later on the archive, thanks for watching that. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to go on this journey of garbage with me. We're all just flying on this supersonic spaceship of crazy weird shit through the internet. We're just vibing, we're just grooving, we're just new boot grooving. And speaking of which, let me check my Discord here. I need to find let me see. I'm trying to find the GIF that someone made of the dude. Yo, Tristan, do you got the GIF of the dude dancing? We're looking for that. Sammy video? What are you talking about? What's Sammy video? Sorry, now I'm having an argument with my significant other, Tristan. Sammy video? I was gonna play the dancing, I was gonna play his new boot groovin'. I told people to link me to this shit, and nobody linked me to this shit. Okay, there are 5 mentions on here, so I'm sure somebody has got it. People are like hounding Fred in the Discord. God damn it. Is Tristan trying to explain to people what Lidl is? I am so looking for this fucking He's got Dwayne. Let me check the chat. Maybe people are... Hi, that me. Frozen waifu. Where's your link? Can you link it? I want to do the thing. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. Alright, well, I'll probably show that off in the next stream. That's fine. Thank you for making it. I will enjoy that. I will post that probably on my Twitter, when I get a hold of it. But, yeah. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and have yourself a merry little new year, once again. I'm gonna have to stop saying that at some point, but you know, it's still January. It's still time for a new year. There's still time to change. As I said, I might actually be streaming again later tonight if I feel up to it. I might not. Might be busy. Might be making some food. I might be going out. But I kind of feel like talking about some aliens later. I don't know. I kind of feel like doing a drunk stream later and getting really fucking mental. I kind of feel like doing 2 streams in a day plus a video. Fuck it. Why not, right? Triple content day. So that might happen, no promises, but that could be kind of cool. I did want to if you weren't here from the beginning, I was going to do an alien stream originally. This was going to be about like kind of a deeper dive into Ashtar, actually, to sort of celebrate the 1 year celebration of the video, the first video that kind of kicked off the whole thing. But I was going to look at Ashtar and a couple of other things, but then I was just like struck by this wave of inspiration, and I was like, fuck it. Irate Gamer, why not? And I think we had a pretty good time. But I still want to talk about the alien thing, so that might happen later. But if it doesn't, it'll probably happen tomorrow. And if it doesn't, then I probably died. So, you know, F's in chat, everybody. But for now, I gotta go put some fucking A&W burgers in my belly. And, yeah. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Take care, and penis. Don't shoot up your family, or review anime, or get that haircut. That's the moral of the story. Don't get the haircut. Bye.